I let flat earthers talk to the head of NASA.
This is me showing the head of NASA something that the leader of the Flat Earth Society sent me.
It's like a hand-drawn third-grade image of a flat Earth with a turtle holding the planet up. So tell me, since you're the head of NASA, what do you think about this? It's like made with crayon. It's like him drawing it like this.
Obviously, I see that. I'm like, I don't want to show that to you, but here I am. I guess I'm doing it. You're the head of NASA. What's going on?
Because using my connections with both the scientific genius...
I feel like we've seen this guy before. I feel like we've seen this guy before. Because I knew you were going to start saying that shit. I know, because right when I saw his face, I was like, nah, I remember the shit my chat was saying.
...and conspiracy theorists of the world, I'm allowing flat...
I gotta lock in. Stop saying all. Yeah, he's all ears. I can't. That's like mean, bro. That's mean.
Earthers to get their conspiracies answered by the head of NASA himself, Jared Isaacman. The man who led the first ever SpaceX mission, performed the first spacewalk ever by a civilian, and now that he's the head of NASA, promises to return America to the moon in the next 2 years. In the first conspiracy...
Like to live on the moon? Like, what do they mean return to the moon? Like, yeah, we're gonna have like an actual space station, but docked there.
Flat Earthers wanted addressed was the original moon landings.
If you look at Apollo 9, 11, and 12.
Now, this guy's just a fucking jackass, dude. I mean, every time you hear about flat earthers, you hear about this dude, and he goes to these conventions. He's like, oh, you could tell these images are just totally like fabricated. Like, none of this is real. Have you ever been in a plane? Like, I'm so shocked that nobody's offered. Like, he's been doing this LARP for like 15. I know he's not a LARPer. But it's like, he's been doing this shit for like 15 years, right? I feel like there has to be somebody that's like, yo, since you're the head of this group, we'll pay for you to go up there, confirm that the Earth isn't flat, and then come back down. Not to space, but like, what, you know, when you could take like one of those really like high air balloon flights or something, like some shit Red Bull would do. They pay a shitload of money. They give it, you know, $1 million to fucking send him up there. And then he just goes, everybody shut up. It's content piece. They could still just lie. Yeah, but he wouldn't be able to. You think he would lie? There's no way he would grift beyond that point. You think they'd send his ass up there with a camera, too, so they could film him seeing the round Earth, and then for him to come back down and go, yeah, that shit was flat. That's some Among Us imposter level lies. That would be appalling to see shit like that. He gets up there, sees the Earth is round, goes, oh, damn. Comes back down. Yeah, that shit was fake, bro. I think they knocked me out before and then seamlessly transitioned it like it was a perfect TikTok transition. And they convinced me I was going up in space to see the round Earth. But in reality, I was in a CIA torture chamber room, depleted of my natural senses so they could manipulate my mind into thinking that I saw a round Earth. That's the type of shit they'd say.
Jared was prepared to defend them.
I thought I'd bring a couple artifacts.
Ooh.
I'm Jared.
Yes. Nice to officially meet you, Jack.
Fake moon boot. Fake moon rock.
Nice to meet you as well. That is the boot that left the last footprint.
Yeah, too bad that shit's fake. You 3D printed that last night.
Wow. Moon. Gene Cermans on Apollo 17. And that's the rock he brought back with Harrison Jack Schmitt.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
Look, we absolutely did it, but I'm not like the kind of person, like dismissive of the concerns. I get it. We haven't been back in more than a half century. Like, right. I understand.
I think this was probably recorded before the. Well, no. This could have been recorded after they went around the moon. Because we haven't been back, like, we didn't put anybody on the moon.
And that people are skeptical, and especially, like, generations now that grew up with everything in high-definition video, like, why is it so hard? And the answer is, look, we had 4.5% of discretionary budget. We had a great rival in the Soviet Union. It was a space race. It was another battleground of the Cold War. I get it, you know. Right now we're a quarter.
I mean, that's literally the reason. If the government doesn't have a reason to throw money at NASA and say you got to get this done, then they just won't do it. Because they won't have the funds to.
Of the discretionary budget, and we were doing a lot.
Like, that's what Neil deGrasse Tyson would say is, like, if we wanted to go to Mars right now, we could get up there in 2 years. Like, it would cost $1 trillion, but we could do it. Like, it's not like, oh, the technology isn't there. It's just like, they don't have the staff and the funding to do it. I just went to the doctor. I sat in the waiting room for 15 minutes, got let in, talked to the doctor for 10, and I was out in a total of 30. Nothing really special happened. I'm 24 and it was just a regular checkup. But that's the whole point of going to the doctor, is to make sure that things aren't going wrong. And if they are, you catch them early. And that is where ZocDoc, the sponsor of today's video, helps you find the doctors you need. Scheduling a doctor's appointment could be a real pain. You might not have a lot of time on your hands. You might not know what doctor you want to go to, which doctors take your insurance. There's a million problems that prevent people from going to the doctor's appointments they should be going to for their health. And ZocDoc makes all of those problems go away by solving all of them at once, really. All you need to do with ZocDoc is input what type of doctor you want to see, what type of insurance you have, if any, and when you want to go, and it'll give you a list of doctors and appointment times that you can make, usually within 24 to 72 hours. Each doctor also has recent reviews from people that just went, so you can determine whether or not that doctor fits your specific needs over another. ZocDoc's especially great for when you don't know what doctor you need to go to as well. Like if you need to book your first allergist appointment or dermatology appointment or an eye doctor. If you've never gone before, ZocDoc makes it super easy to help find the doctor that you need. They have over 150,000 providers in over 200 specialties in all 50 states. I know it may seem small, but clicking the link in the description is a huge step towards prioritizing your health. Taking care of your health just got easier. Head to ZocDoc.com/Bartolozzi to get started and check that appointment off your to-do list. Thank you to ZocDoc for sponsoring this video. And let's get back into it.
A lot of things to make everybody happy, other than maybe necessarily the most important things we need to do as a space agency, which is to continue.
Why does the flag look like it's waving in the still frame image that we were seeing? It's just, it doesn't make sense. What about the wind? There's no wind in space, so it doesn't really make sense.
There for all we stand to learn, all we stand to gain from scientific potential, economic.
Lacey was rage baiting, bro. There's no way he believes that shit. I don't know, man. Honestly, maybe. I don't know. Maybe there's a chance.
Economic potential, national security. This is what we are supposed to do, and we're getting back on that foot.
I'm in a lot of Ubers in like Arkansas, filming some random video, and you know, they'll ask me what I do. I'll bring up space and science, and they'll go, "You really?"
Ooh, and then you hear your Uber driver air the word firmament. So you believe in like that space shit? No, but like the atmosphere is so thick, nothing could actually leave it. I know that's going to be an interesting Uber ride, though. It's going to be a great conversation.
You think they went to the moon? You know, and it's crazy. There was recently a survey that said 30% of Americans are unsure or don't think that the U.S. landed on the moon.
Are you fucking joking? There's 17% of Americans that are unsure. I would venture to say that is somehow worse than saying the moon landing's fake. Like, I would rather you say the moon landing's fake than being like, well, we don't have enough evidence. I can't really call. You know, I'm going to remain, some would say, in the religious sense, agnostic on this specific situation. I'm going to refrain from choosing. What? I would rather you be like, nah, that shit's fake. Be a conspiracy theorist. Than legitimately go, well, I don't really know.
On the moon. That is crazy to me.
Right, so, you know, that boot over there was worn by Gene Cernan.
Can I pick it up?
Please.
Oh my gosh. That is terrifying. Okay.
The flat earthers wanted to know if the moon landing really was real.
You couldn't just put us back on the moon like one time, like.
Right.
Why did they never go back?
So to be very clear, like now.
Why would we? It's a fucking rock in space with not that much going on there. There's no war-based reasons to go there, and there's no economic reasons to go there. So why would we spend the money to do it? You know, the craziest shit is, like, I think about this too. It's like a lot of it's just human curiosity too. It's like, but that's not enough to, as a society, go, let's fund this.
NASA knows how to do this, right? I mean, we did it in the 1960s. We knew absolutely nothing about human space exploration, right? And from the time that Alan Shepard went up for his suborbital, spent minutes in space to Neil and Buzz walking on the moon, you're talking about 8 years. We can do the near impossible at NASA. What's happened, though, absent competition, is you kind of get comfortable and you try and make everybody happy, and you have a lot of stakeholders. A lot of people love NASA, but they don't really necessarily agree on what is the right direction that we should always be going on. And as a result, we spread ourselves thin and we started to move very slowly, trying to appease everyone, and the end result is you actually don't make anyone happy when you.
Yo, real quick, what is the name of that guy that he flashed that is a flat earther? That dude has a YouTube account. I just want to doom scroll real quick and see what he's doing. Does anybody know the name of that flat earther? Andrew. All right, thanks. Mia Khalifa. All right. Flat Earth Dave, there it is. Go to chatter. Go to chatter. I know that's right, too. Oh, he has a podcast. What if Earth isn't what you've been told? Flat Earth Dave explains. The three-body problem and the heliocentric hypothesis. Flat Earth. Patriots across the pond and friends.
She forced me to look, and I went in trying to debunk it. And here I am, 12 years later, Flat Earth Dave talking to you.
Wow. Yeah, man, I realize we're not going to have near enough time to cover all those topics. So we're going to jump in.
Bro, this is like a level of psychosis now. If you've genuinely made your a big portion of your life about being a flat earther for 12 years. If you haven't actually done if you've been trying to prove that the earth is flat for 12 years, you would have at some point come across something that definitively proves the earth is round. Outside of you just looking into the heliocentric theory, or even knowing that there are people that were able to, mathematically guess the circumference of the Earth within a fairly close margin, 4,000 years ago, right? In 12 years, you haven't, yes, you could find things that are suspicious about the moon landing. You could find things that are suspicious about the government. But at some point, you would have come across something that definitively proved the Earth is round, that is undeniable, and you just go, nah.
NASA's putting out pictures every day. We've been told there's a globe in every classroom, the whole 9 yards. For someone who's never really looked into this topic, what is the flat Earth model in its simplest form that might, that you might be able to explain to somebody that may be new?
Yeah, when you Google flat Earth, Google's going to feed you. Oh, that's not what I wanted to show you, but that's funny poster. If you Google flat Earth, this is what you get. This is what they want you to believe. This is two false paradigms of where a disk floating in space, in a heliocentric model. That's what they want you to think. They want you to think that, and then the argument is, are we the only flat planet? The only pizza planet? And you'll dismiss it, and most people do, because flat Earth sounds absolutely ridiculous. Because you're taught a fake heliocentric model.
No, because it's ridiculous. The reason it sounds ridiculous is not because of something; it's because it's ridiculous. That is word for word. Cut off this. We don't need to watch anymore. I'm gonna see what else he says, but it's no, it's not. It sounds ridiculous because, they want you to think it. No, it is.
Before you can have the ability to think, and then you're taught a fake flat Earth model, and you just can't even make sense.
All right, so give me the real flat Earth model here.
Sense of it. But once you understand that we're essentially the floor of creation, right?
Are we gonna get into the water finds its center shit because they have to disprove gravity? Because if you're a flat earther, you have to, if you think the moon, it's not, you could think the moon landing's fake and not be a flat earther, but, there are people that, if you're a flat earther, you also think the moon landing's fake. You think all of the space pictures are fake. You have to think that gravity's not real, at least in the way that it's described, right? You have to tweak it in some way to fit whatever narrative you believe.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, and
it's Neil deGrasse Tyson
and other famous propped up cosmologists will say to think that
Neil deGrasse Tyson and all these other scientists that are apparently astronomers, but in reality funded by Tel Aviv. Realistically, they're just just spewing conspiracy theories out over and over again. When you actually look into it, you'll clearly realize the Earth is flat.
We're at the center is arrogant, is very arrogant. That's the word they use. And that's absolutely not true. We are the center of creation. We didn't evolve.
Okay, bro, what is the model then? Show me a picture.
So the flat Earth model, the simplest way to look at it is if this is a top-down view of the world, The North Pole is at the center of our world pond, right? Can you bring me 5 gallons of water without a container?
No.
Right? Water needs to be contained. Well, all of these lands, all of these.
That was the worst fucking point I've ever heard in my entire life. He just said water needs to be contained, so there's like a wall that's holding the water from spilling out. What a fucking cornball. I mean, brother, the reason you need to bring 5 gallons of water without a container, because if you don't have a container, guess where the water goes? To the center of the earth. Guess where the water goes? Gravity pulls it, just like it's pulling your ass right now to the fucking center of the earth. Where do you think you're going when you're falling? Like, what is that? Where are we going? Like, just the ground? Like the ground? Oh, no, we're like a container too.
These islands, all of these continents are higher than the water. Okay, so you have a shoreline. This is the shoreline of our world pond. This is Antarctica. This is Antarctica. And Antarctica is over double the height of the second highest continent in the world.
Okay, double the height of the second highest continent in the world. Another thing that's with this model is like, even if you go like historically, where like people have traveled around certain areas and ended up in other places, would this model immediately just be disproven or no? Like, if you were to look at the ship route that explorers took, would this not literally, like, they'd be in the middle of nowhere. They wouldn't be, like, but they knew, like, those guys knew the Earth was round then, because they were going, no, why do we have to go that way? We could just go all the way around the Earth the other way, right? Like, we could go in a different path. Like, it just doesn't, oh my God, I just don't. So is that Africa? Because so they're saying, like, if there was somebody that went around all the tip of Africa and then all the way through to like South America or North America, they ended up going up instead of just straight to the side. It's just wouldn't the stars also disprove this? Because they're able to navigate based on that?
Turn the hour hand on, the sun moves around once every 24 hours. It goes around.
Yes, but if the sun's going in a perfect round circle like this, how does that change time zone? Not just time zones. Like, time zones work in this model, but in the sense of, like, in the summer the sun sets earlier, like, it's because Earth tilts on an axis, right? Earth tilts on an axis and we're orbiting around the sun. Like, if the sun's only moving in a circular path like this, we wouldn't have seasons the way that we do, where in the winter the sun sets at 4 p.m. and in the summer it sets at 9. You know, or depending on the country, like Iceland. Like, Iceland literally is 24. I would honestly say it's 24 hours of sunlight in the fucking summer, and then none in the winter at points, or like 4 hours, not even. It's like just like a weird dusk feeling, or dawn, I guess. But like, this doesn't explain that.
So wherever the sun is, it's noon. When it's noon in Sydney, Australia, it's midnight over here. We live in a small. I mean, we live on.
But does he ever explain that? Like, I'm not gonna watch this whole fucking podcast. Does he ever explain that?
I don't think space is a vacuum with a small local sun.
Small. So he thinks the sun. He thinks the sun is tiny, like smaller than Earth.
They think they know everything, but they literally have no science to back it up. They say the sun is 93 million miles away. They have no way to back that up. They say that the radius of the Earth is 3959 miles, but that's been debunked. Everything.
When? I want to be this person. I want to be this guy so bad, because it's just like how much easier life is to just come up with everything yourself and then go, like, whenever somebody tells you something, you go, nah, that's been debunked. No. and you just go on with your day. Like, you just go, nah. That's been debunked. That's not real. And it's like, there's certain parts of my life and your life where that is the case, where motherfuckers just spew lies on social media, and it's like, that's what you do. You go, that's been debunked, right? That's fake, right? But like, he does this with every single counterpoint. He goes, that's been debunked. That's not real.
And they teach us the globe before we have the ability to discern. Like, if I said to you, Billy, I used to be president of the United States. You heard me. You remember what I said?
He used to be president of the United States.
And now, how did you remember that? Your conscious mind said, what did he just say? It went to your subconscious memory. He said it was president of the United States. Is that a true statement or a false statement?
False.
Well, did you take the time to verify it?
No.
Well, no need to, right? Because you have enough life experience to say, I don't need to verify that at all. Now, if I told you right now I was in Mexico, you'd be like, is he? I wonder, right? But you might want to verify that if you wanted to prove it, but no need to prove that.
Is he not disproving his own point by saying this factual statement? Because he's saying there's certain things that you just know because of previous knowledge that you've acquired in your life, and that would be the Earth being round. I think he's trying to say that that's how people feel because they've been manipulated by the education system to feel that way.
You have your subconscious mind, which is the memory bank, and you have your...
We're just watching a podcast right now. I'm actually just... I know I'm getting out of this. I'm going back to the video. Well, I'm just watching a podcast right now. I'm just sitting here literally just fucking... sitting here watching an hour-long podcast debating this guy about... fucking the Earth being flat.
Try and do it that way. Now, one of the obligations I see in my my job here at NASA is to get all the stakeholders together and communicate kind of the reality of the situation and get everybody aligned in the direction we need to go. So I think we've been very effective at communicating there is another space race. If we do nothing and it's a continuation of the status quo, we will lose. That will be a heavy moment for, I think, the world. You know, when you see the next lander on the moon, and it's not going to be the grainy footage of the night suit, it's going to be pretty crystal clear, and then you see an astronaut going down the ladder or elevator, and it's a Chinese technonaut. I think that...
Yeah, and too bad when the Chinese technonaut lands on the moon, the Kool-Aid man breaks out of the wall and goes, oh yeah, because the video's AI.
Sends
the Earth's flat.
A message that something is broken. So we can either wait for that moment to happen, and then wonder what we could have done differently, or we could start doing things differently now. And as a result...
Oh, I can move chat back.
I think our stakeholders have been very responsive and willing to let NASA get back to doing what we know works. And that's why I think you're starting to see some speed, some momentum, and some energy here at NASA.
Let's move on to the next conspiracy flat earthers wanted addressed. NASA's crazy money. Do they really need to spend $23 million on a toilet, or is that money going somewhere else?
Somebody sent me this, right? It's like we've got this yacht, and we've got an expensive house, and we've got the toilet for $23 million. You know what I mean? And obviously I see that, I'm like,
yeah,
I don't
like you guys are only in space for like 8 days. Why don't you just like poop in Ziploc bags? Why don't you just like, why just use a regular toilet?
I don't want to show that to you, but
why don't you just shit in a bag and seal it?
Here I am, I guess I'm doing it. What do you say to things like that? Like, what can NASA do to make things cheaper, you know?
Well, I would say first...
But before I can show you his answer, I want to prove to you why he knows what he's talking about.
You imagine sharding yourself in the middle of the night in zero gravity. Just starts fucking leaking all over the spaceship.
A little bit of, like, who you are.
Yeah, so I left school at 16 because I hated high school. Started a tech company, which was really just to pay for, you know, pizza and maybe beer on the weekends.
$2 billion.
Waking up on my keyboard and needed a hobby in life, so I guess 6...
Chat, this is what they say, brother. D students are the entrepreneurs, you know? Hey, if you're a D student and you want to drop out of high school, you'll be a billionaire just like this guy.
Years ago or so, I started...
It's a surefire.
Flying airplanes. Never slowed down.
You're gonna go pro in Fortnite. Just keep grinding.
It took me to air shows, world record flights, and then eventually we created this defense aerospace company.
So you get...
You're gonna go pro. Even though you're in gold 2 right now,
planes to use.
You've got the edits, bro. You just get bad lobbies.
Simulations.
We didn't give them to, we flew them, so it was us.
Oh, you flew them, so they would contract you to fly them.
Yes, and we did it all day long.
You fly yourself places.
Oh, 100%. I fly business jets, I fly fighter jets. I'm going to lead a formation of like NASA aircraft over for the 4th of July Capitol flyover. Like, I definitely try and stay in the action. And then got an opportunity to lead the first SpaceX mission, and then again in 2024, we did a spacewalk. Now I'm here and I'm working alongside the best and brightest at NASA.
What can NASA do to make things cheaper, you know?
Well, I would say first, NASA, you know, when we're at our best, we are setting our sights on, you know, the most challenging engineering problems possible to solve. And that is typically expensive. It requires, like, the best and brightest from across the nation. It requires, you know, hardware that's never been built before, facilities to make the hardware that don't exist, testing centers that don't exist. Yes, that's all extremely expensive. Now, what I think is extremely important is when we do have a major breakthrough, where that capability can be handed off to industry and NASA becomes...
Why don't you just poop in a Gatorade cup? Why don't you just, the hole's big enough. I mean, they're there for 3 days. Why, $23 million, why don't you just poop in a Gatorade bottle? I mean, how big of a shit do you... Instead of hiring all these engineers to make a $23 million toilet, why don't you just give the astronauts, I don't know, maybe a week of training to know how to center the middle of the Gatorade bottle on their butthole?
One customer of many, like launch. Nobody had a reason to put a lot of stuff
and then they quick seal it off, and it's good.
In space before NASA in the 1960s. But now, I mean, you've got
SpaceX and Blue Origin can only exist because of what NASA's done.
and now for sure, NASA's a customer, the Department of War is a customer, the intelligence community is a customer, commercial entities are customers.
You see Elon Musk at that red carpet event just making a bunch of weird faces because he was trying to get clipped for a meme.
International customers, other nations launch scientific...
And they're definitely going to be meme images.
Probes and commercial payloads. Great. You hand off launch to industry, and what happens? Costs come down big time because competitive forces do what they do, and the next
thing... You'll see it in a month. There will be somebody that reacts to an image with Elon Musk going...
You got rockets landing on ships.
Show it. Oh my God. We're going to get through like 3 videos today. I let flat... Why am I looking up? The edible's hitting. Hold up. Elon Musk. It's not what I was looking for. The fuck? Oh my God, it's that old of a video. Oh my God, wait, what? I thought this was recent. This was 4 years ago. Get back! What does he do?
And they're being used over and over again. They're now being caught by towers. So that's what you're supposed to do. And then NASA's supposed to, again, recalibrate to do what industry can, which is why we're building nuclear-powered spaceships. As talented and as capable as SpaceX and Blue Origin are and others in industry, I don't think...
I hate people that scream like that. What, like, ah! You hear that shit on a roller coaster. I'm always sitting there, roller coaster, I'm going, oh, fuck. And I'm having a blast. I'm never screaming, though. Do you guys scream on roller coasters? I'll be like, oh, shit. And then we go down the roller coaster. Like, I'll hear somebody behind me, ah! The whole ride. And I'm like, yo, it's not that. I feel like you'd faint if you were that scared. Or maybe it's just like a joyous scream. I'll go, oh, shit. Like on Nitro. Six Flags. And then I almost faint on the swirly part. But like, I'm going, oh, fuck. And then I'm good.
There's an industry. I don't think they should be launching fission reactors anytime soon. I don't think they should be doing it. So that's what NASA should do. And when we get another breakthrough, we hand it off to industry once again, and the process repeats itself.
It's just nonchalant. No, that's lame as well.
At this point, before we got into Conspiracy 3, I decided to tell NASA what I thought they should do to combat conspiracies.
There's just this general distrust in the government, right? Like, people see the Epstein files, things like that. They're like, this is just crazy. The government must, not know what they're doing. They must be lying to us. I'm curious, how much of a priority is it for NASA to try and combat these conspiracies, right? Because to me, it's like I walked in this room, obviously very honored to be here. I see like that on the TV. That's a live feed of the International Space Station right now.
Yes.
And I feel like if that was put on YouTube at all times, I mean, they're already not private because we can see them whenever they walk through there. If that feed was on YouTube, we'd have no more flat earthers, I think, in like a week. Because you just can't have people floating around all day long, CGI constantly running. Maybe it's just no use.
No, but they're so ingrained. Like, yeah, you would maybe reverse some of the flat earthers that are like on the cusp. But like, Flat Earth Dave would come up with a reason that video's fake. Or he would say that you're in an anti-gravity chamber on Area 51, and this is just to convince people that the Earth is round.
Does NASA even care about these conspiracies, or is it worth their time to try and do things to try and like...
Yeah, it was a pre-filmed 3-day video.
Help the American public understand that, like, yes, this is real, and here's what we're doing, and here's where your tax dollars are actually going.
Well, I would say first, like, to me, there's no greater priority than undertaking and executing the mission. So putting more astronauts in space, returning to the moon, launching great telescopes. But what I also think is a responsibility along the way is inspiring the next generation of engineers, pioneers, astronauts to grow up and contribute to adventure. And that's why you put footage like that out on the internet. And it is, you can log in and like actually see what's going on in the International Space Station. You can listen to our audio loops on it. It's why when we build the moon base, I said, we're putting high definition cameras on everything, every lander, every rover. We're not leaving any doubt this time, okay? We are going to bring the world along for the ride. We're creating a moon base website so you can watch us build the moon base in real time. And I think that's less about combating conspiracies and in my mind, more energizing and engaging the public so they grow up and do it better than we can.
Right. And I think that is the best answer, right? At the end of the day, the best way to combat conspiracies is it's like, okay, just wait, just watch, because pretty soon there's going to be a moon base and it will be undeniable.
Okay, but conspiracy 3.
I've heard you really hate this topic, and so we'll make it brief. But UFOs, UAPs, obviously the government...
Oh, I don't hate the topic, by the way.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I mean, isn't that like what you would imagine any new NASA administrator, like second day at least on the job, would be like, all right, where's the UFO files?
Yeah, where's the aliens?
So I don't hate the subject.
Fair enough. Well, then, let's talk about it for a second.
I love the subject. So does the NASA know anything about you? I can't talk about that. I'm so happy to talk about the UFO subject. So, like, with David Grush talking about how, like, oh, I can't talk about that. I can't talk about that. Sorry. Anything else, though?
Second, I think the government, they just released these UAP, UFO...
I can't talk about that.
Files. I've been to Area 51 and all of that. I've investigated this stuff a little bit. When I first heard about UFOs, obviously I've always been a science enthusiast. I love space, all this stuff. I always was like, UFOs, this is total BS. Like, this is not... I go to NASA all the time. I make videos there. Like, they're not focused on the UFOs, and the UFOs are very conveniently landing, near the naval, the military bases. You know what I mean, in Las Vegas and stuff. It's like, okay, this it feels like pretty obvious it's not aliens, but a lot of seemingly really credible people are saying that maybe this is actually there's some merit to this. You're the head of NASA. What's going on?
Yeah. So first of all, I'd just say, like, yeah, I can't hate the subject. In fact, I'm incredibly fascinated about it because that is at the heart of what we're trying to do at NASA is answer the question, are we alone, right? We got telescopes that we're launching out there to try and answer that question. Yeah. We got samples on Mars right now. If we bring them back, there is a very high probability that they will point to, at some point, microbial life, at least on Mars. I think there's a very real possibility we're going to arrive at a conclusion in our lifetime that perhaps there's life everywhere out there, and that it isn't as infrequent as we might think it to possibly be. Now, all that said,
I feel like he has to tiptoe around these questions, not because he's hiding anything, but because he knows that whatever he says as the head of NASA will just be twisted in every way possible. It's like just being clipped out of context or something on social media. It's like he has to have like a very specific response because otherwise they're going to just say, oh, nah, he's saying this.
When people think of like UFOs and flying saucers and crashed ships and are there alien bodies buried somewhere? No, I have not seen any evidence of that whatsoever on it. I do think of things like the cosmic speed limit is somewhat of a problem for being visited by, intelligent life. And at a time, I mean, you think about our civilization is extremely, young right now, that they could arrive at a time when we happen to be here and doing all these things. So that said, though, I do think that we have captured imagery, and this is what President Trump is very forward-leaning about, that based on the data that we have within that imagery, we don't know what it is.
Right.
And I don't think that should be that surprising anymore in a world, and I've said it, where you got doorbells with doorbell cameras on it, everybody's got a phone, you've got with a camera.
That's what Neil deGrasse Tyson says. If he goes, everybody's got a fucking camera now, why are we not seeing actual good footage of a UFO? Like, we're at a point now where everybody can just casually record in 4K footage on their phone, and people talk about UFO sightings, but every video you ever see about a UFO is in 120p. 120p, or it's just SpaceX fucking satellites in a strip, and people think they're UFOs.
On it, you've got all our military aircraft with tons of sensors on it. You got satellites, lots of sensors, and what's going to happen is...
Like, I think aliens are real, but I don't know if intelligent alien life has visited Earth. The only thing that I could get behind is that there has been maybe alien satellites from millions and millions of years ago that has reached Earth, crashed here, and we've recovered it. That's what I'm more likely to believe than like an actual organic being crash landing on Earth, right? Like, or just landing on Earth and interacting with humans. Like, I don't think that would be the case versus like some sort of satellite that other intelligent alien life sent out a fucking billion years ago. They don't exist anymore, right? They might have been extinct or some other shit, and then that crashed here.
You're just going to capture things that if it was fully instrumented to get telemetry off of, you'd be like, oh, that's a drone, that's a missile, that's a balloon that got, but because you didn't, and you caught it at a weird angle or reflected the sun at a certain point, you're like, that is an unexplained phenomenon. Yeah. And we did keep a lot of that buried in files for a long time, and the president said, why? Put it out there. Like, we don't have time to study it. Let other people tell us what it is. And you're seeing that effort, and you're going to continue to see it. I think there's going to be some really wild things. And I'll tell you, I'm open-minded to it. If it's, is it maybe a Sputnik moment and one of our adversaries pioneered a new capability in a world of AI and additive manufacturing? Is it possible you could have breakthroughs like that? Sure. We had the Sputnik moment for a reason, and NASA did very well, by the way, during that time period. Yeah. So I'm all about it, because you never know.
Glaze.
Maybe we have a new Sputnik moment, and we've got to pioneer some new advanced technology or propulsion capability or something.
Yeah, I think as NASA's doing more launches, doing more missions in space, obviously people are so interested in the UFOs, the UAPs, what it is that they might find in space. I'm curious, would NASA ever consider, now that time and real estate in space, it's still very valuable and very expensive, but it's getting a little more reasonable where, it's like someone could spend some money to have their payload put into space, right? Would NASA ever consider almost like a civilian driven mission? This was something that one skeptic kind of suggested. It was like, if some sort of future Artemis mission could be like, people could submit in a form, what do you want them to do? Because
like a Mr. Beast application, like Streamer University, you guys need to send me to the moon. Think about the clips. Think about the clips. Think about how much that'll pop off.
People want to see, can NASA like do this? Because we really want to see if this is really real. Is that something that NASA would ever consider?
Well, I'll tell you, we try and do a lot.
Music's so distracting. Yeah, it is very unrelated.
A lot of like, citizen science initiatives and even almost kind of crowdsourcing ideas. We have done that in the past.
Stop. Now that you mentioned it, I can't stop focusing on the music. Oh my God. No, that just pissed me off.
I could absolutely see us doing that. I mean, if we're putting astronauts in and out of space with the frequency I would like to see, and you have lots more people living and working in space.
Not paying attention to a thing he's saying right now.
We should be soliciting ideas from the public on things they find of interest that we can add on as like a bonus objective to a mission. I'm all for that.
Bro, the music's great though. Just trumpets. Bro, that was an interesting interview though. Jack Gordon makes good ass videos. Chat, I have to piss real quick, and then we're gonna hop into the next one. The worst internet trends still happening today. Lock in.
Some internet and social media trends are stupid, some are dangerous, and some are both. These are what we're going to dive into. These are the worst internet trends still happening today.
What is an internet trend that people are still doing? Yo, y'all remember Galaxy Gas? What happened to that shit? That was an internet trend. Devious Licks? Well, that's just stealing. The Devious Licks trend is still happening today. Okay, just robbing people. Stealing. Cinnamon Challenge, Tide Pod Challenge. Nobody does that anymore. Yeah, they all died. Yeah, the people that did Galaxy Gas.
Goal, guys, is 2.5 million subscribers by the end of 2026.
Yeah, what happened to that? What was that guy's name? He's like, yo, my name was it Lil T? Lil Tay? What was his name? He was eating a French fry.
It is crazy, so it would mean the world if you...
My name Lil T, man. Does he still do Galaxy Gas? They still sell that shit at Walmart?
Subscribe, and I promise to do my very best to put out the best videos I possibly can for you. I'm Visual Venture, and
yeah, Visual Venture with a new cut. Low-key looking fire.
You are awesome. Swarming. This trend is awful because it doesn't affect those doing it. Instead, it causes problems for random people who just happen to be nearby. The trend has...
Oh, is swarming where you just get like a group of 30 people to run into a Best Buy and just start stealing shit? Or they just run it because it's like too many people to stop?
Different names depending on who you ask. Some call it swarming or steaming. Others call it teen takeovers. But
like the Scientology raid? Okay, well, going in and stealing shit I don't think is funny. But people running into the Scientology building and then everybody freaking out on the inside, I don't think that's harmful. Is that up. They just run
Idea
into
is-
the building and everybody immediately goes, you gotta leave. You gotta. I'm like, what do you have in the back room? Holy shit. What do you have in the back room? They start freaking out. I'm like, dude, it's just an office building. It's an what are we doing? Rituals in the back?
The same.
It's trespassing? Yeah, bro, but I'm saying like they're not hurting someone.
Social media calls for mobs of young people to show up at shopping malls with the goal of causing total chaos.
Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about. This is fucked.
People use TikTok and Snapchat to gather hundreds of teens in the same place at the same time. It could be a store, a fast food spot, or even a parking lot, and they all show up for one
Yeah, we gonna run up that McDonald's parking lot.
reason: to cause trouble.
Is it advertised as a let's come cause chaos? For the most part, yes.
We all gonna pull up to the local McDonald's and get a water cup. But we ain't getting water.
That's what it appears to be. It's bring your drama.
During these swarms, people become rowdy and the property is damaged. But this trend isn't new. It traces back to a crime from years ago. In the early 2010s, flash mob robberies started happening. Groups would rush into stores, grab what they could, and run. Because there were so many people, the staff was...
I love those videos where people run into an Apple store and rip the iPhones out. You ever see the video of that guy that did that? I think he was alone, too. He just walks into an Apple store, rips 20 phones off the fucking wall, shoves them in his pants, and, like, waddles out. I'm like, all of those have trackers on them. Like, every single one. They know where all of those phones are going. Dude, robbing an Apple store is the dumbest thing ever. I'm like, you realize they could just track that. Like, you're not, and also, isn't it like a brick phone? I'm pretty sure, like, they're just show phones. They're not actually, like, usable.
Overwhelmed. It was impossible to stop or identify any of the culprits. There are reports of flash mob robberies happening as far back as 2011. At the time, people used text messages and early social media to plan raids. But today, technology just makes it much easier. Now, a single post can reach thousands of people in minutes. A location is shared, a time is set, and a crowd shows up.
Organized on social media, a wave of spur-of-the-moment meetups has been creating chaos in American cities and has even spread overseas.
Shop owners have little time to respond. They could only watch as their items were stolen. Sometimes stores shut down early to stay safe.
But many
I'm just locking the doors. You know what dude, that's exact. If I see this happen and 500 people storm in and just start stealing shit, I'm auto-locking the doors and walking into the back room and just calling the cops. They could start vandalizing shit. It'll be on camera. Like,
Were stolen. Sometimes stores shut down early to stay safe.
but many
I love that shit, though. Not like these raids. Have you ever seen those videos where, like, it'll be some woman walking into a gas station, some person, they go to steal shit, they lock the doors, they try to leave, and it goes like, and it goes, you know, they go. Then the dude comes walking up behind them. They're like, yeah, I know you have shit in your pocket. They're like, no, I don't. They try to break out through a metal door.
Restaurants had already locked down their doors and sheltered in.
Isn't that unlawful imprisonment? I have no idea. I actually don't know. But I do have the take that if you're going to try and steal shit from like a Best Buy and they lock you out or they lock you in, I think that's hilarious. If you're trying to rob a store and then you get locked inside, that's funny.
Place inside.
Swarming spread to multiple countries, including London, Australia, and Canada. At that point, it stopped being just a trend. It became a public safety issue. As the incidents increased, police began to take them seriously. The goal was to stop swarming before it started, so officers monitored TikTok and Snapchat for planned swarms.
When police found out that there was a takeover planned here, they started adding more resources like this.
In some cases, police arrived too late. Crowds already formed and stores were overwhelmed. In those situations, officers arrested people who refused to leave. And even after the crowd cleared, police reviewed CCTV and body cam footage. They used it to identify and arrest those involved. Sometimes they released the footage so the public could help. Some parents who discovered their children took part even turned their kids into the police. But in the end, business owners were the ones affected the most. Swarming made it harder to run their stores. Stores that could afford it added more security. Others closed early when they saw crowds forming outside. It became one of their biggest headaches.
And the problem is,
fucking light a round off into the ceiling. You shouldn't do that. That would be bad. People would stop though.
They don't recognize the financial and economic damage they're doing to that community.
Unfortunately, there's no clear way to shut down this trend, especially because there's no clear leader. It's just a group of troublemakers acting at the same time. Swarming is still happening as of today. And as long as social media
Why are they
makes
doing it out of Popeyes? What are you getting out of a Popeyes?
easy to organize, we don't know when it will end. Our next chapter is about creators who found a way to go viral by filming people at their lowest point. Poverty tourism gone wrong. This trend is straightforward. Creators and
free food? What are you gonna fucking run in the back? You have to pay for it before they make it. You're just gonna run into the back, start fucking cooking up your own shit.
influencers film people in tough environments and post it online. Sometimes it looks like kindness or spreading awareness, but for some creators, their real goal is to make the video go viral. And the worse the
Yeah, you give a homeless guy $20, make the video a minute long.
situation looks, the better the video performs. In late 2025, YouTuber Pete Z posted a video titled "I Survived India's Deadliest Slum." Pete traveled to India and spent 3 days in one of the largest slums in the world. The video went viral for all the wrong reasons. First, people were offended by how Pete described the area. He emphasized police corruption, violence, and robberies. They also accused him of turning the misery of people into entertainment. Reporters called it poverty tourism.
Yeah, I think you gotta tread a thin line in like reportive content like that. Like I think Andrew Frazier does a great job where he'll go to areas like that and like kind of give them the mic and just be like, hey, you just describe how it is here. Rather than you just being some like, you know, Nepo baby fucking first world country motherfucker going somewhere and being like, do you see how dirty it is here?
It became a global story.
Like, who the fuck are you?
Despite the backlash, the video stayed up. It was offensive, but not illegal. But this next creator named Keith Castillo took things much further. In 2025, Keith was struggling to get views on his video, so he came up with a new idea. He would film himself giving gifts to random homeless people. I mean, that sounds like a good thing, but the gifts weren't actually gifts. Instead of
the ones where they walk into a pizza place, I'm gonna order 1,000 pizzas to give out to homeless people. Are you gonna charge me full price for that? For the homeless? Just guilt tripping a small business owner into being like, oh no, we'll pay.
Food or warm clothes, he gave them inappropriate and harmful items. Castillo titled his video, "Keeping the Homeless."
Oh my god, is it a fucking rain bet ad?
In the streets. Viewers felt the idea was unsettling. It implied that encouraging harmful
Oh, sorry, I don't know if I could pay for this. Let me hit a blackjack hand real quick.
habits would only make their situation worse. Many
That's steak, same shit, bro. It's just any gambling site.
people hated it.
That looked like a horrible clickbait antic that he was engaging in.
But Keith brushed off the backlash. He said he spoke to police and was told it wasn't illegal. When they asked him why he did it, Keith said he was following trends that he saw other creators doing. It was all for views.
He also didn't seem too concerned with handing out alcohol to potential substance abusers, saying, honestly, I don't care, bro. It's good for the clicks and views, you know?
But as the backlash continued, he claimed the video
Wait, so what was he giving them? Just like alcohol and shit, or like that's it?
was just a...
I'm not saying that's good, but I'm saying they're saying like harmful substances. Knives? He was giving them knives? Is that a knife handle?
Potential substance abusers saying, honestly, I don't care, bro. It's good for the clicks and views, you know?
But as the backlash continued, he claimed the video was just a skit. He also said he took the harmful items back after filming. Since then, Keith has not repeated this kind of content.
I feel like that's almost worse. Hey, here's a bottle of alcohol. Just kidding. It's for a video. I'm going to use this, by the way. See ya.
But the trend unfortunately lives on. Keith's video looked like an act of generosity, but it was the exact opposite, calling something one thing when it's clearly another. And most cell phone companies have been doing the same thing to us for years. They show you one price and your bill. The garlic trend. This trend promised
the garlic trend
to solve a problem millions face, but the solution did more harm than good. It was called the garlic in nose trend, and it started gaining attention in 2021. A woman with a blocked nose decided to try a health hack. She filmed herself putting a clove of garlic into her nose. Then she left it there for about 10 minutes. When she pulled it out, her mucus came out and the garlic looked like it cleared her nose. Blocked noses affect many people, and this looked like an easy fix. Thousands of...
You know what I have never used that's the actual solution for this that I'm just waiting one day to get my hands on one. It's not like I can't buy one. One of those fucking pot things where you pour water in your nose and it shoots out the other end. I want to use one of those. Neti pot. I love those videos. Somebody that's sick, they attach it to their nose and you just see green mucus just spewing out and they're just going...
People started trying it. It even made it on the
It's like getting your brain sucked out of your body.
news. And almost every time they did this,
Ew? Yeah, but it's clearing, dude. You know how relieving that is? You know when you get sick and you have like a clogged nose for a week and you actually like forget what it's like to breathe normally, and then the day you hear and it like unpops. Maybe that's just me. I do have a deviated septum as well, so I only breathe out of one nostril at a time. But when I'm sick, it'll just be like, and you're like, you blow your nose for the final time, you're like, oh my God, I could breathe again.
the same thing happened.
What I normally do if my nose is clogged is I'll go into the shower, get it really hot, and just stand there. Wait for the steam to undo the...
Pulled the garlic out and mucus followed.
Steam up the whole room.
It quickly became a TikTok trend. More than 94.9 million clips were shared on TikTok with the hashtag garlic and nose. Many TikTok trends are reckless, but this one seemed safe and helpful. Garlic is natural after all. Some TikTokers even caption their videos, "This is not dangerous. The garlic just cleans your sinuses out." But that wasn't true. This hack was actually risky. People just didn't realize it. And behind the scenes, problems were already happening. One TikTok user said she massively regretted trying this trend. She pulled the garlic out after just 1 minute because her nose started burning. But even after removing it, the irritation lasted for a while. Another person had it worse. The garlic got stuck inside her nose and she ended up in the hospital. Doctors had to suction it out. But people still didn't think the trend was a problem. After all, it looked like it was clearing mucus. That's when...
Okay, if you're putting the garlic that far up your nose that you can't even see it, that's the problem. Holy... Dude, it's literally like, how are you even, like that? I feel like that's just user error. I'm not saying garlic in the nose is like, oh, the way that you unclog your nose, but like, why are you shoving it that far up there?
It was clearing mucus. That's when doctors stepped in and they shut the idea down. They said the mucus coming out wasn't a good thing. It was a sign that something was wrong. Doctors explained that the mucus was a sign of irritation. Garlic contains harsh compounds that can irritate the inside of the nose. The body wants to expel the garlic and its chemicals, so it creates an overflow of mucus to flush out that irritant. That's why so much comes out at once.
The volatiles in garlic can actually burn the mucous membranes of the nose.
Doctors warned it could lead to infections. Even with all these cases and warnings, the trend is still around. Doctors are still warning people to stop. It seems to come back every flu season because it looks like an easy fix. But in this case, this cure can leave you even worse. Up next is a trend that made homeowners fear for their safety. The door challenge. The door kick challenge started in 2021 as a prank. College
juveniles approaching homes in the middle of the night to kick or bang on front
doors. 2021 as
yeah, that's how you get some crazy motherfucker to shoot you in the head.
As a prank. College students kicked dorm room doors to scare their friends. But by the end of the year, it got worse and spread to neighborhoods. Teenagers would kick the...
Way scarier. You kicking the door of your friend, roommate, or not your roommate, but your friend that lives in the same dormitory as you, it's like, okay, at most you just piss them off. You walking up to a random house on the street and just fucking banging on the door in the middle of the night, like, you might actually die.
Doors of random houses and run away. The people inside didn't understand what was happening.
Yeah, you get a 12 gauge through the wooden door.
Either a car had hit my house or somebody was trying to break in, which seems pretty stupid since my truck was right here in the driveway.
Most homeowners thought someone was trying to break in, but when they came outside, no one was there. Only a damaged door. Police quickly identified it as the latest TikTok trend.
They go up to this house, and you can see it from the security camera. They go, they kick the garage, they run away, and turns out they actually damaged the garage.
The media picked up the story.
Teens actually recording themselves kicking people's doors, and authorities are worried they could be putting themselves in some real danger.
Homeowners were getting angrier. Some made it clear they were ready to defend their homes.
He didn't think about, there's definitely reactions to actions, and he didn't think about what could have happened. It could have just that quickly gone that bad.
At that point, it was only a matter of time before something unfortunate happened. In December 2025, a teenager in Florida picked the house for the challenge. The door swung open instantly. The good news...
Oh, he kicked the door in?
...was that the homeowner wasn't inside, but her dogs were. One of them was a Yorkshire Terrier.
Dog dies?
Spooky. With the door open, Spooky ran into the street. By the time the owner got home, the door was broken and her dog was gone. She searched everywhere, but by the time she found her dog, Spooky didn't make it.
Look, this is not a joke, but you guys can't just go around kicking people's doors and not being held responsible for it.
The community was outraged by this. Police launched an investigation. A few weeks later, they arrested the person who kicked the door open. He was charged with felony burglary and criminal mischief. But even after the incident, the trend didn't fully end. New incidents are still being reported. This next trend told people to do something most of us were warned.
That is wild. I don't know, bro. You see stupid shit on social media all the time, though. Like, one of the craziest, it's not even really a trend, but I've seen a lot of people do it, so maybe it is. Have you ever seen the shit where they'll be on, like, a bridge or somewhere near a body of water? They'll cover themselves in gasoline, light themselves on fire, and then jump in the water? Death speed running, natural selection 101. Those are the dumbest videos I've ever seen. They literally, I've seen this probably like 5 separate occasions. It's usually like a teenager. He covers himself in gas, and he's, like, standing on the ledge of, like, a pool or something, lights himself on fire, and backflips into the water. And I'm like, even in that small moment, I feel like you could just get singed. Even if they're wearing, like, that burn gel, which they're not.
Not to do as children.
I did that. Yeah, it's really dumb. You could have died.
Sun exposure.
You lit yourself on fire willingly.
A TikTok trend claimed you could improve your health in a strange way. The trend was called
sun eating. Oh, I thought it was going to be sunning. When you put your butthole to the sun, that was a trend. That was more of a hippie trend, though. If you just tan your butthole, it fixes all forms of cancer. If you put your butthole to, dude, here's what makes the most sense about it. You know, what's the one part of your body that never sees the sun? Your butthole. Probably for good fucking reason. So all you have to do every fucking day is you go outside in your backyard and you put your butthole to the sun. It'll then absorb all that vitamin D that you need because it never gets it, and that's good. I like doing that. Why do you do that? No, then you're going to have a burnt butthole. It's going to hurt to poop, and you might get fucking skin cancer. Like,
sun eating.
Sun gazing is an ancient Egyptian practice that will drastically improve.
I mean, okay, I don't want to say natural selection, but if you're seeing a TikTok of some jackass like this, 35 with a green screen going, sun eating is an ancient technology that will drastically change your life for the better. This was started over 5,000 years ago, where when people were out of food, they would just stare at the sun to absorb their energy.
Improve your life on all levels, mentally, physically, and spiritually.
People were told to expose their eyes to sunlight for 5 to 10 seconds every day, but only during the first or last 15 minutes of sunlight. Influencers claimed that time was the safe window.
Not only is it safe, but it will improve your eyesight, improve your endocrine health.
Increases penile size. Increases penile size. Staring at the sun on the sunset, or like in the last 15 minutes when it's real bright, it's gonna make your dick bigger? Okay.
Improve your sleep cycles.
Oh, you skipped that one. Didn't want to... Dude, this is just like a JPEG image off Google, dude. This is some Pinterest shit.
But it will improve your eyesight, improve your endocrine health, improve your sleep cycles.
By late 2023, the trend was already popular online. TikTokers shared videos trying it for themselves, and they couldn't stop talking about the endless benefits of this ancient practice.
It gives you natural energy, which is what they don't want you to know. That's why they tell you not to do these.
Bro, and they always say they. Who's they? Who the fucking higher lizard beings that are inflicted, they don't want you to know. Yeah, Benjamin Netanyahu. Benjamin Netanyahu doesn't want you to know that if you stare at the sun for 10 minutes, it's going to give you superpowers. Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk.
Some even
they're staring at the sun. That's why he's actually 500 years old.
Claimed it could help with weight loss. Thanks to these claims, this trend had over 70 million views on TikTok. People treated it like a miracle cure. There was one big problem. There was no scientific proof behind any of it.
Helps with weight loss. Oh my god.
Doctors were the first to sound the warning. The main
Oh, wrong penile? Wait, what did it say? Pineal? Oh, that's your brain gland. it was the wrong penal. I thought I was making your dick bigger.
Problem was obvious.
My bad.
Direct sunlight is...
Oh, sorry. Maybe it's more credible then. Holy, oh my God. Wait, maybe it's not a joke. Maybe staring at the sun actually is good for me.
too strong for the eyes, especially the retina. The retina plays a vital role.
This is like flashbacks to the fucking solar eclipse when everybody was like, on the news station for weeks, every news anchor, don't stare at the sun with your bare eyes. You will lose eyesight. No one listening. 5,000 people that day. Fucking going temporarily blind for staring at the sun.
In helping us see. And unlike many parts of the body, it does not heal on its own. Doctors published articles and made videos to correct the misinformation. But the influencers doubled down.
You've been told sunlight damages you.
I mean, no, there's just I don't want to say like this is obviously like somebody you should have taken advice from, but like this is something that you don't understand is going to change your life.
Your skin.
A cropped image of just people like the sun gazing on what is this, like hieroglyphics?
But sunrise and sunset light actually restructure your cells to operate at a higher frequency.
That kind of message,
oh my God,
kept the trend alive. Dozens of people, including grown adults, continued.
Oh my God, Mr. Based, dude. Mr. Based. I see a whole couple of my For You page once every 6 months of him just sun gazing.
Doing it.
Is he still doing that? Oh my God, he is. Dude, it's been like years. Bro, for a minute and a half. Yo, like, actually gonna be blind in 2 years. I would think he's on drugs. If I passed this guy in New York City and he was just staring directly at the sun filming himself, is it not painful? I don't know. 4 p.m. sun gazing. No one has ever gone blind from the sun. What is that? Why is he posting that? Like, what's the content out of that? Just advocating for sun gazing?
The outcome was exactly what doctors warned about. Someone learned the hard way. In 2024, a college student visited an eye clinic. She noticed a blind spot in her left eye. Doctors asked what happened, and her explanation left them speechless. She said she tried the TikTok trend. She was in the sun for less.
Oh, I don't got like blind spots. I got those floaters. You guys got those floaters in your eyes? They're like little gray dots that I can't focus on. I have like 3 of them, and they're about the size of like the tip of a pen.
Less than a minute, but that was too much. Scans showed her retina was affected. Sadly, it was permanent. Her case was later documented in a medical journal. Even stories like this didn't stop the trend on TikTok. More videos kept coming, each one repeating the same promises. In 2025, scientists looked into the trend. They wanted to see if it was as amazing as people claimed. But after all the research, they found no reliable evidence supporting the benefits. But the trend is still around. Every few months, new videos pop up promising the same exact.
I think new videos pop up. 4 out of the 8 of them are Mr. Base staring at the sun in New York City. I was going to say I don't really think this is a trend anymore. I think part of the benefits that people feel is just being outside. Like, you're like, oh my God, it's improving my energy and my mood. This really is a superpower. It's like, no, you're just watching the sunset. No, you're watching the sunset, but you're also kind of like killing your eyes by watching it directly.
Exaggerated benefits. And whenever it returns,
you're just going outside.
New people are exposed to the same risk. Our next chapter is about a community of people who became so obsessed with their appearance, they ignored every warning that came with it. Looks maxing gone too far. This trend started because young men wanted to improve their looks. At first, there was nothing directly obvious that was wrong with it, but some people pushed it too far.
When I heard about it, I was like, this is the craziest thing I've heard since the Tide Pods.
The trend is called looks maxing, but it was taken too far. Looks maxing is a set of methods men use to make themselves look more attractive. Young men formed Reddit groups to discuss skincare, fitness, and fashion. Sometimes members would post photos of themselves. Then other members would point out their physical flaws and suggest ways to fix them. And
bro, and it's like, why are you taking looks maxing advice from a dude with a big Chungus profile picture? I mean, it's just like, if you really want like help with this stuff and you're like, oh, rate me, look at this image of me, dude, you're just gonna get grilled by like randos.
Flaws and suggest ways to fix them. And for a while,
actually, some of the people are just saying get a haircut. Like, I don't think that's bad. Short term, change your haircut and do your eyebrows. And if you can, grow a goatee and keep it shaved. Long term, lose face fat and train your neck.
And suggest ways to fix them. And for a while, that's all it was. But for some, basic improvements weren't enough. They became obsessed with their facial squints weren't enough. They became obsessed with their facial structure. They wanted sharper jawlines and defined cheekbones. So they went looking for extreme solutions.
Yeah, people always post a picture of me. I have like recessed maxilla or some shit. Because my side profile, my jaw should be like this. I'm shutting out. Side profiles, brutal.
And that's where things took a turn. Some members of the looks maxing community.
I just gotta walk around like this. That one guy at the bar walking around. Just waiting. Like holding their breath.
He came across a theory called Wolff's Law. Wolff's Law says that bones can slowly adapt when pressure is applied over time. But these guys misunderstood the concept. Without going into any detail, they thought applying force to their face could give them sharper jawlines and cheekbones. Some went ahead and tried it. Starting in 2022, those videos began appearing on TikTok. They claimed it improved their facial features. The videos pulled in millions of views. More people copied what they saw. And
bro, but it's just like, just get jacked, get tattoos and get a buzz cut, bro. Like that's the take I have. If you like every motherfucker's like, oh, should I start bone maxing? No, go to the gym. Go work out. Get in shape, get a better haircut. If you were balding, shave your fucking head. Try and grow a beard, right? Maybe get a dermal roller. Like, I feel like that's like a normal idea of looks maxing. Like, let me improve my beard. Get a tattoo. Not some cringe shit. Don't get the clock and the lion and the rose like every other fucking white guy has. Like, you know, something that's unique to you. Like, I don't know. Just like change your fashion.
Just like that, the trend took off. By 2023, those videos were viewed over 260 million.
Yeah, I'm getting a sick arm sleeve. Oh, what is it? Oh, it's like a tribal tat, kind of like Dwayne Johnson. Oh, are you Samoan? Oh, no, I'm getting it with a clock and a lion that's just kind of leaping out at you right on my forearm.
Times on TikTok. Some even made tutorials teaching others how to do it. Others posted before and after photos to prove it worked. But even though they made the trend look appealing, the reality was much darker. Doctors quickly raised concerns about the trend. Doctors explained that bones don't automatically heal into better shape. They can heal the wrong way or not heal at all.
You have no idea how your bones are going to rejoin themselves. We have no idea what the long-term implications are.
Bro, and we got the wrong, like, why are we putting this motherfucker on NBC? Like, this is for unks, man. If you wanna get the young people to see this shit, you gotta really post this shit on like TikTok or Twitter, bro. You can't be like on NBC like, hey, maybe you should stop bone maxing. Yeah, everyone watching this is 50 to 90.
They also pointed out something else. The face isn't just made of bone. It has nerves, muscles, and blood vessels. Applying serious force in the wrong place can cause issues. It's surprising that anyone thought this would work. Media reports describe the trend as nonsense and insane. TikTok banned it. But the trend didn't fully disappear. Looks maxing influencers are still getting millions of views, and some are still promoting questionable methods. Our next chapter is about people.
Did Dream do bone smashing?
People who thought they found a smarter way to work out, but doctors called it one of the most reckless trends they've seen. Dry scooping.
Oh, dry scooping, not protein powder. What is it called? Pre-workout?
Around 2020, TikTokers came up with a new way to drink pre-workout powder. Instead of mixing it with water, they swallowed it dry. Then they went straight into working out.
If you don't know what pre-workout is, it kind of gets you pumped up, and I don't like to drink it.
They had a reason for doing it this way. They claimed that eating it dry would reach the bloodstream faster. That would lead to more energy and better performance in the gym. The idea sounded convincing to...
Well, no, I don't think it reaches your bloodstream faster. It's just now you're not drinking 16 ounces of liquid. Like, what I usually see people do is they'll dry scoop pre-workout and then with a mouthful of water just swallow all of it. And you got to realize, like, most pre-workouts, the scoops are like this big. You know, it's not like a protein powder scoop that's like, you know, the size of a fucking measuring cup.
People scrolling online, but there was no science.
I don't know. I feel like this isn't that bad. I think that the problem with dry scooping is, number one, it's going to be like, oh, if you choke on it. But more so, if you're dry scooping pre-workout, you're more likely to over-consume caffeine.
Scientific proof that it was better or safer. Despite that, dry scooping became popular.
It's workout time and everyone's been taking a pre-workout on my For You page.
Oh, God,
Many people didn't experience any side effects, but for some, it landed them in the hospital. In April
It's bad for your cardiology. Well, I don't even take pre-workout.
2021, a 20-year-old woman tried the trend on camera. She took a full scoop of pre-workout powder and went to the gym. But during her workout, she felt a weird sensation.
My symptoms were heavy chest and chest pains, but I ignored it and I continued doing my workout.
It continued throughout the day. She was rushed to the hospital and doctors confirmed it was her heart. They told her she was lucky. It was only a partial blockage. They warned that a more severe blockage could have far worse consequences. Her story got a lot of attention online and even on TV.
So this woman ended up in the hospital after taking the dry scoop challenge.
But after that alarming case, the trend did not slow down. Dry scooping became so popular.
But did she have a heart attack because she took too much caffeine or because she dry scooped it? Like, would she have had that same problem if she drank it in a regular, 16-ounce shaker cup?
The researchers looked into it. They realized people didn't understand what they were doing.
Dr. Shanyon says the trend is a bad idea for a number of reasons.
Pre-workout powders contain high levels of caffeine, and dry scooping changes how that caffeine enters the body. Instead of being
What? Learning new shit every day. I didn't know that.
Diluted, it hits all at once.
You're taking upwards of 3.5 times.
Yeah, I mean, isn't it the same as like a 5-hour energy?
Times the normal amount of caffeine that you would get in a cup of coffee.
That sudden surge can trigger serious reactions.
So they're getting a large portion of caffeine in one setting. When you do that, it increases the blood pressure substantially.
Eventually, TikTok banned the trend. Dry scooping videos were removed from the platform. But once again, that didn't end the trend. People still promote it on YouTube and Instagram, and there is little sign that the trend is going away. These trends prove that common sense sometimes isn't so common after all, especially on the internet. But at least I know you guys are smarter than that. Visual Venture.
That was a W-vid. I didn't know that dry scooping would cause that. I know it's like, oh, the caffeine's going to hit you quicker because you're consuming it all at once. But I would still say it's on the same danger level as like a 5-hour energy or just like chugging pre-workout. Because like if you put it in water and then just slammed it, it's probably the same negative effects. Maybe you're digesting it slower? I don't really know. So I'm stashing like fucking at least 10 of these gold bars in random locations.
I gotta make a call real quick.
Because aren't there like robbers that have gotten arrested, but the money was never recovered? And it's like they spend 20 years in jail, but then they leave and they still just like keep the money effectively.
Yeah, quick call. Call my mom real quick.
Because they, I mean, not like dirty money, like they just have like straight cash, but like they clean it in some other way, like jeweler thieves.
You're gonna call your mom?
Or jewelry thieves.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna see her again.
I mean, you're gonna see her again. You're not like you're gonna say goodbye to your mom forever. You just can't live in the United States.
Can't come back to the country, man. I'm not gonna really be able to talk.
Dude, we just can't live in the United States. Me and you, dude. We're gonna be bunk buddies. Where do you want to go? We got a few options. North Korea, the island under Sri Lanka with the natives. What's the name of it? North Sentinelese. We could move there. Maybe give them the gold brick. They'd maybe potentially let us in. We could defect to Russia and become like some sort of agent for them, you know. Or yeah, maybe like somebody said Israel. No, Israel you couldn't do. You would have to move somewhere that doesn't like the U.S.
Again, after this?
Just fly it out.
Dude, I already booked 2 tickets to Tel Aviv. We leave tomorrow. I mean, you telling me you're not gonna come? Somebody said sociopath Joe. I don't think you know what the word sociopath means. You're a party pooper? Oh, sorry, Hawk207-654. I survived a plane crash? What? Like, you can't really stage that. I mean, they might have some way where it crashes, but it's like a safe crash. Bro got the experience without the consequences. This felt like a movie. Casually dropped a Netflix scale prank. Type of shit that happens on April 1st. $5,000 to pay his mental hospital bills. The prank's on all of us. All of them are actors. People really believe this shit. I saw the cameras on the car, and I'm like, there's no way he wouldn't question why would you put cameras on the fucking car. Wrote the comments, that guy is an old friend. Obviously, I will not watch such a shit video. People really believe that an old friend who probably is a YouTuber would be like, yeah, sure, if it's not for YouTube, right? I mean, that's the take I had. And I understand that's like a party pooper take, but it's just like, I liked the video, but it kind of fucks with the immersion where it's like, just start out the video being like, this is a movie. Rather than like trying to say that it's real and then have like actual smooth brains think that it's real the whole time, right? Even after the disclaimer says that it's fake. But because they didn't read the disclaimer, because they don't read, they just think that it's real. Like, and they will move on with there is like a subsect of people, like 13 million views. There's like 15,000 people that fully believe this happened. Like, and will live the rest of their lives thinking that this happened. But I mean, like, even if he did in the beginning say this is fake, I think there would still be people that are like, no, it's real. No, it's real. It happened. It did happen. Next video, the greatest double agent ever.
There really is nothing quite like the element of surprise. When the Allied forces appeared over the horizon on the morning of D-Day, it completely caught the Nazis off guard. They weren't ready for such an enormous attack, at least not here. According to German intelligence, an attack was expected to take place 150 miles away in Calais, and so most of their troops had been moved to defend that location. While the Nazis were defending an empty beach, the Allies stormed their way into Normandy and ultimately...
I didn't know that Normandy Beach would have been more heavily armored. Like, obviously you learn about this in, history class, World History 1 and 2, but I always thought that, like, D-Day was as bad as it would have been. That's a fun fact. Yeah, I didn't know that they thought that they were going to be storming a different beach. Like, and the fact that they had that little troops in Normandy and it was still that much of a massacre is crazy.
Went on to win the war. The Nazis had been tricked, and it was largely thanks to one man who had spent years trolling them from his own home. By feeding them correct but useless information, it led them down rabbit holes, slowed them down, and ultimately tricked them into losing the war.
Wow. Because you're telling them, you're not like lying to them, because then they would just know that you're a fucking double agent. So you have to tell them something that's like half true, but it's kind of useless, but it's good enough info that, like, they still want to keep you on their radar.
This man had no spying experience, and yet with sheer charisma and imagination, he managed to win the trust of Hitler, whilst simultaneously becoming Britain's best spy.
Damn.
Before the outbreak of World War II,
I always wonder how double agents are even made. Because I know how, like, CIA spy recruitment's done, but how are you already a spy for one country? Oh, wait, no, that's what it is. You're originally a spy, say for this case, he's probably a spy for Britain. And then they say, hey, go become a double agent. And so then he has to go, to Germany or whatever country that they need him in. And then, what is a double agent? Somebody that's a spy for two nations, but actually sides with one. And so they feed the info that they gain as a spy to the country they actually side with, whilst pretending to be a part of the other one. Maybe it's the opposite, where you, like, betray your country. I don't really know. I feel like it probably varies depending on the person.
No one despised the war more than Juan Puyol Garcia, a chicken farmer from Barcelona. His farm was taken by the government, his mother and sister were kidnapped, and he himself was forced to fight. He hated the extremism of both sides, so when World War II came along, he was determined to do something to stop the Nazis. He went to the British embassy in Madrid and offered to start spying on the Germans. But the Brits were suspicious and turned him down. And so Puyol had to come up with a different tactic. This time, he went to the...
He just flat out walked. He flat out walked as a man from Barcelona. He just walked into a British embassy and said, I want to spy on Germany for you guys. I did not think it would be that simple. I thought he would already have some sort of connection that roped him in.
German embassy, pretending to be a passionate Nazi supporter that worked for the Spanish government. At the time, the Germans didn't have a reliable spy network in Britain, and so they desperately needed all the help they could get. Pujol was hired.
Wow, so he first and foremost worked for the Nazis before betraying them. Well, he had the goal to betray them, but still was working for them first.
They gave him a codebook, a bottle of invisible ink, 3,000 pounds in cash, and told him to move to London and start spying on the British. Instead, he moved to Portugal and simply pretended to be reporting from London. Using nothing but a map of Britain and a tourist guide from his local library, he started talking about the places he was visiting and the things he was seeing, like military training exercises on Lake Windermere and warships leaving the southwest. In between all of the military sightings, he filled his letters with mundane personal details, like going for walks in the center of London, visiting local cafes, and even mentioning when he was feeling ill.
Bro, what? This guy was fabricating everything to the Nazis and they just believed him. That's fucking crazy. I know it's the 1940s and there's like lower tech, but still. He's not even a double agent at this point. He's just fake working for the Nazis and lying to them.
To take things even further, he started creating a network of sub-agents that were supposedly feeding him information from all over the country.
God.
There was the Swiss-German businessman stationed in Liverpool, the Venezuelan student in Glasgow, the Portuguese man living in Wales, and the pilot that had agreed to carry his letters from London. Each agent had a detailed backstory and family members that Pujol talked about at length. Of course, none of these people actually existed. But if the Germans ever called him out on anything, his sub-agents could take the blame, since they were the ones reporting the information.
This guy's a fucking genius. Didn't they say he was a farmer in Barcelona? How does he just know how to do this? He goes, oh, let me create 4 fake people that could fucking take a dive.
Each letter was so long and so detailed that the Germans started to believe him.
Video's kind of skipping some shit because they're rushing the story. Well, yeah, because this was probably over the course of like 5 years.
They even started sending $500 a month to pay for his network of agents.
This motherfucker was getting paid to lie? What?
It's $11,000 in today's money. But this...
He got paid $11K a month? Bro, oh my God. Not only was he helping the Allies, he was hustling money out of the Nazis for equivalently $11,000 a month.
So far, the Germans were impressed with Pujol's work, so they started asking more specific information. That's when things took an interesting turn. In his third letter, Pujol sent this report back to the Germans. A convoy of 18 ships left the port of Liverpool on the 28th of March. They were headed for the island of Malta. Although Pujol made the whole thing up, by sheer coincidence, a fleet of warships had actually left Liverpool around the same time. But before his letter ever reached the Germans, it was intercepted by Britain's intelligence agency, MI5, sending them into panic mode. A full-scale manhunt was launched to try to track down this mysterious network of spies, but unsurprisingly...
Wait, so he just made some shit up about a warship fleet, happened to be right, the Brits got it, and then went, oh, this guy's good. Why is this not taught about in history class? I feel like this is the shit that people would be like, oh my God, this is fascinating. This guy's just lucky as fuck, too.
Surprisingly, they found nothing. It wasn't
until... Because he doesn't even live in the UK. He's just making shit up off of a fucking tourist guide.
They really started reading through Pujol's letters that they saw something odd. According to one of Pujol's agents, people in Glasgow will do anything for a liter of wine. This sentence gave it all away. A liter of wine? This really didn't reflect the typical Scottish drinking habits, and Britain never used the metric system. The Brits then learned that the Germans had actually wasted time and resources trying to hunt down Pujol's fake convoy of ships heading to Malta.
What, and then they recruit him?
It became clear that whoever was writing these letters, they were feeding the Nazis false information to confuse them, and it was working. MI5 were so impressed that they tracked down Pujol and decided to turn him into a real British spy. And in April 1942, Pujol moved to London for real and was given the codename Garbo. Now, with access to
now they could actually give him real useless information. So he's no longer just fucking lying.
Real military information, he was about to take his trolling to the next level.
But what type of info would you give a country that's actively in war that's useful enough to where they don't rise suspicion, but it's also not harming your own people. Because, like, obviously, the final thing you would do was the day of Normandy where you would lie to them and they were like, oh, that info is shit. But, like, what are you telling them that's good? Account info? Yeah, maybe, like, training, just, like, giving them stuff about, like, it's something they would be able to find anyway. Like, how many tanks they have. No, but even then, that's useful enough to where, like, then they would be able to counter that.
The Allies were planning to launch a surprise attack on the north coast of Africa, where Nazi forces were gaining power. And so, over the next few months, Garbo started dropping very specific hints, suggesting that an attack was instead being planned for Norway. One of his agents saw military mountaineering drills taking place, and Canadian troops gathering in the east of Scotland. Another agent heard rumors of Russian troops advancing westward. Without ever mentioning Norway, he gradually painted the picture that it was the likely target, drawing the attention away from Africa.
Oh, so he never flat out says, like, he's saying shit that is true, where there are Canadians in Scotland and they are planning for certain things, but he never says for where.
Hitler himself was particularly worried about this attack and ended up moving hundreds of thousands of troops to protect the Norwegian borders. Garbo's next move was a stroke of genius. With the African invasion set to take place on the 8th of November, Garbo wrote another letter to the Germans, this time detailing exactly how the Allies were going to carry out the attack. He dated the letter the 1st of November, but purposely held onto it for another week. The letter arrived in the hands of the Germans on the 9th, but it was too late.
Oh my God! No, there's no fucking way. So he tells them, so they just go, oh, it just got late in the mail. I wish we had this sooner.
The day before, the Allied forces invaded the
That's so fucking smart. Because then they'll just still keep them
North
on
African coast with over 100,000 men. The letter had all the correct details of the invasion, but it was simply too late to be of any use. The Germans, however, were amazed by Garbo's work and replied, "We are sorry it arrived too late, but your last report was magnificent." Over the next several months, Garbo continued adding more members to his network.
Yeah, but there has to be a time where they actually get good info from him, or eventually they're going to be like, this guy's a con man. Even if he is telling them good info like that, or like vague shit that they're making the wrong assumptions for, 4 years down the line, they're going to be like, we've actually never gotten any good, like, battles off of you.
Bringing the total to 27 spies. Of course, all of these agents had to be paid, and by the end of 1943, the Germans were sending Garbo over $100,000 a month to fund his network. They were so pleased with the information that
100,000 then or now? And was he pocketing this, or did he have to give this away? $100,000 a month for people that didn't exist. If that was 115K in 1940 today, it had to be 115K today. It was 115K today. Because 115K then is $2.6 million now. And there's no way they were giving him $2.6 million a month. They were probably giving him like whatever 115K now in 1940 would be $2,600. Yeah, they were giving him like $3K a month.
That he was providing that they stopped hiring new spies in Britain. With the network now in full swing, it was time for Garbo's masterpiece, D-Day. Managing this whole operation was incredibly difficult, and it would have been a lot easier if he had Udo.
Oh my God, if he had Udo, today's sponsor?
The D-Day landings in Normandy were set to be the largest invasion ever carried out by sea, with more than 2 million soldiers from over 12 different nations, all arriving in over 100,000 vehicles. Pulling this off without the Germans suspecting a thing would be an enormous challenge, but Britain had the best man for the job. To avoid the information from arriving late like last time, the Germans told Garbo to start sending his messages via encrypted Morse code instead of letters. Garbo would first write his message in Spanish and break up the message into clusters of 5 characters. Then, consulting a code table, he would change each letter to jumble up the message. An operator would then start typing out the jumbled message into Morse code, which would be transmitted over radio to the Germans. With the ability to now send even more information, Garbo began sowing the seeds of doubt that would make D-Day an enormous success. One of Garbo's agents who worked in the London Underground claimed that the tunnels were being extended towards the southeast, and that ammunition was being moved down the tunnels. Another agent saw assault barges gathering at the port of Dover and
Bro, but I feel like you couldn't do this today. Just because there's so much fact-checking that goes into spies and how cautious they are and how cautious the countries are into their own spies, you would get fucking killed instantly. Like, if you tried to do this after 9/11, they would fucking bomb your house, like, the next day that you gave them shit information. That the second they found out you were a double agent, bro, they're fucking killing you.
Convoys of Canadian troops arriving in
No, they wouldn't.
Southampton. Garbo himself
Israel would never let that happen.
Himself began inventing an entire army of U.S. soldiers and reported large numbers of them gathering in the south.
Well, Israel has notably, like, historically just, like, actually bombed 1,000 people to kill one.
East. All of this
so, yeah.
activity pointed towards a massive attack on Calais.
That was one of the things John Kiriakou said in one of his interviews, was like, in his experience with Israeli spies and just the government in general, they were, like, openly willing to just, like, wipe out a small neighborhood to kill you. Like, no problem. It wasn't like, hey, we're going to call a hit. Like, no, we're just going to blow up everything and then kill you.
The closest point to England. In order to back up Garbo's lies, the Brits started planting real evidence all around the southeast. Fake airstrips were cut into fields, and hollow wooden planes were...
That's not true. And let me Google it. Even recently, between October 7th and November 17th of 2023, Israeli military dropped 600 destructive 2,000-pound bombs with the capacity to damage hospital infrastructure, kill or cause several injuries hundreds of meters away from hospitals. Like, if they, like, historically, I'm talking, like, even, like, 15 years ago, like, if they knew where you were, like, they're just bombing you. I'm not saying the U.S. hasn't done that either, but...
Placed at the side. German planes.
My point, the thing that I'm trying to say, before that chatter butted in and then I got on this off-tangent rant, is that, like, if you were to attempt to do some double agent shit today, it's a lot more complex than just flat-out lying with info. Like, you're not going to be able to just fucking feed them this shit for 5 years before they find out. Like, they're going to fucking find out a hell of a lot sooner.
Fake airstrips were cut into fields, and hollow wooden planes were placed at the side. German planes started bombing these fake sites, so they knew it was working. A gigantic fake oil storage facility was set up in Dover, and photos of King George visiting the site were placed in the local newspaper. Hollywood-style movie sets were used to turn modest boats into enormous battleships, and inflatable tanks.
Why did none of us ever know this? Why were we never taught this? They built fake tanks, ships, and planes to trick the Nazis when they would fucking scan the area above us. I was taught this. I was never taught this. In the U.S., I was never taught this.
Were placed everywhere.
That we made fake tanks.
They had built up an entire army of...
Nazis did the same thing. Really?
Fake soldiers, vehicles, and supplies that completely distracted the Germans from the real preparation that was going on for Normandy. The goal was...
But then where are they actually preparing their shit where they're not going to see it?
To convince the Germans that even when the Normandy attacks began, the real and much larger attack would happen later in Calais. Amazingly...
Oh my God, so they would delay their... So they would keep delaying and delaying the fact that they had to run troops to Normandy until it was too late.
The British intercepted a conversation between Hitler and a Japanese ambassador, where Hitler mentioned that the first attack was going to be a decoy and that they were really preparing for the second attack elsewhere. By this point, it was clear that Garbo's messages were now landing directly on Hitler's desk, and he was believing...
Holy fuck, dude. You're just a random farmer in Barcelona. You end up convincing Hitler of, like, one of the biggest attacks that occurred in World War II was going to be somewhere else.
Everything. Whenever Garbo told them about movement in the southeast, the Nazis would move the pin on their map. They made the crucial decision to move hundreds of thousands of troops to defend Calais. That was hundreds of thousands of troops that wouldn't be in Normandy. June 5th, one day before D-Day. Although the German radio operators usually signed off at 11:30, Garbo insisted that tonight they should listen out for a message at 3 a.m. Big news was expected from one of his sub-agents. At 3 a.m., Garbo reported that vomit bags and rations had been handed out to soldiers. This could only mean one thing. The attack was about to happen. But hours went by and no response was received. The Germans had gone to sleep. The Allies rocked up to Normandy at 6:30, completely undercover, outnumbering the Germans by more than 3-1. It was a brutal day, but the Allies managed to secure their entrance into France, and over the next 6 weeks, continued piling troops, vehicles, and supplies in through the beaches of Normandy.
I feel like he's still downsizing how many fucking people died in Normandy. Like, D-Day was a bloodbath. Normandy death count. The Normandy campaign resulted in 425,000 Allied and German troop casualties. On D-Day, in the first day, which is D-Day, 4,414 Allied personnel killed on the first day. And that's basically just on the beach. Like, dude, they had a run onto a beach that had spikes. Wait, let me actually just look up an image of D-Day. Because they have pictures of it. They had these spikes so they can't bring on, like, tanks and other, you know, machines onto the beach because they would just block it, so you had to go on foot. So they would drop you off in the water over here and you had to fucking run out. This isn't actually fucking Normandy, but this is just the example. But they had these, like, concrete fucking, what are they called, bunkers with, like, just straight up machine guns with Germans on them, and they would literally just go and just kill people, mow them down until the Allies got close and they would fucking throw a grenade in the fucking bunker or go in with a flamethrower and kill you.
Amazingly, the Nazis refused to move more troops to Normandy, and in fact, ended up sending more to defend Calais.
They shot 2,000 bullets a second. Oh my God.
Waiting for the second attack that would never come. Every letter, every detail.
How would you know you weren't there? Historians?
Every lie and every truth had bamboozled the Germans, and it allowed the Allies to recapture Europe and win the war. Despite the defeat, Hitler was so impressed with Garbo's messages that he was awarded the Iron Cross. At the same time, Britain awarded him an OBE, making him the only person to receive war medals from both sides of the same war. After the war, Pujol feared that the Nazis would be looking for him, and so he faked his own death and moved to Venezuela. And just like that, he was gone. Amazingly, this whole story would have never been told if it hadn't been for Nigel West, a writer from London. He was determined to track Garbo down, and so he got hold of a Barcelona phone directory and called every Juan Garcia in the area. As you can imagine, there were many. Eventually,
Juan Garcia is probably one of the most common names in Spain.
One of Garbo's nephews picked up the phone and helped him make contact with Garbo. 40 years had gone by, but after a lot of convincing, Garbo eventually agreed to come over to Europe, where he visited Normandy and realized just how many lives he had saved.
Jo no volia lluitar amb les armes, perquè les armes són contràries a meu. Jo vaig fer la guerra i tinc l'orgull de dir que no vaig disparar un sol tiro.
Yeah, that's wild. He provided so much for the Allies in the war without ever, you know, putting boots on the ground.
La meva consciència no hi ha cap mort.
Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
That was a great fucking video. That was a great fucking video. The fact he got a medal from both sides kind of amazes me. Do you think he kept the one from the Germans? Gaslighted, bamboozled, and played the Germans. Got awarded for good work. All right, next video. Lock in. The Last Honest Streamer. It's a video about queso.
And the internet loves the spectacle. The bigger it is, the louder it is. The more expensive it looks, the better it performs. Look at the top of Twitch right now. It's flooded with million-dollar mansions, celebrity subathons, streamers buying their 10th dream car. Everything seems to be built around the question that
I don't know. I'm going to have the take that I think the streaming world is pivoting back to desktop. And I think Jinxie and Queso are paving that. I think that there was this, like, year-long span of, like, IRL, big event, blah, blah, blah. And you? Well, no. I'm, like, way behind them on the streaming sense. On YouTube, I'm bigger than Jinxie, not Queso. But, no, like, Queso and Jinxie are, like, the desktop guys, you know? Part of becoming an adult is going to the doctor and checking on your health. But making an appointment and even finding a doctor can be a pain, and that is where ZocDoc, the sponsor of today's video, comes into play. ZocDoc makes it easy to find local doctors that fit your needs and insurance. Just input location, type of doctor needed, and when you want an appointment, and ZocDoc will show you nearby doctors that you can schedule right away with the click of a button. I have alpha-gal, or the red meat disease, and before I knew I had it, I just started having symptoms of it. I was breaking out in hives constantly, and I had no idea what was wrong with me. I had never been to an allergist in my entire life, and I had no idea where any of them were or how to even get in contact with one. And when I went on ZocDoc and I searched up allergists, they showed me all the ones in my local area and helped me get an allergist that I needed. Being young does not equate to not needing appointments. Keeping your health in check matters, and ZocDoc is there to help you be proactive for your health. They have more than 150,000 providers with over 200 specialties in all 50 states. They also have real patient reviews and doctor profiles to help you find who you want. If you have a problem, get it checked out. And if you're young, get checkups. Even if you feel fine, it's great to stay proactive and have a baseline so you know when something's going wrong and when you need to change something alongside your medical practitioners, which you're able to find with ZocDoc. I know it seems small, but clicking the link in the description is the first step in prioritizing your health. Go to ZocDoc.com/Bartolozzi to get started and check that appointment off your to-do list. Thank you to ZocDoc again for partnering with us and for helping us take better care of our health.
How much money can we burn on camera? And then there's this guy. Queso is in
a 720p webcam in a dark room wearing a hoodie. Playing Fall Guys still. 50K viewers. Playing Fall Guys in 2026 and still pulling 50K views. Bro, that game is dead. That game is dead, and it's still so entertaining to watch him play it. That's like the weirdest. I think about that constantly. I'm like, Queso still plays Fall Guys. Like, that is, dude, he plays Fall Guys, and he has fucking 100x viewers versus Fall Guys player base. Like, I think he is single-handedly keeping that game, like, afloat. Like, monetarily. Like, I think if Queso didn't play Fall Guys, that game would just be dead. Like, no one would play that, and nobody plays it. Right? How many active players are on Fall Guys? This only might show Steam stats. Right now, there's 640 people on Steam on Fall Guys. That's excluding console players, but it does say on average, Fall Guys averages 1,000 players. That's bad. What's like a normal game? Like not Subnautica 2 or something that just dropped. What's like a game that's not popping but isn't dead? Don't say Fortnite. Fortnite's fucking still huge, even though it is dying. What's like, Overwatch, or, like Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals is like a forever game. It's not like popping, but it's still huge. Yeah, they have 114,000 people on Marvel Rivals right now. 114K. Wow, they've actually been like doing pretty well. What's Overwatch at? I'm just curious. Overwatch is 64K on Steam, but they also have other launchers.
It's interesting, because on paper, he's doing almost everything wrong. His production quality is kind of garbage.
Queso, where'd he come from? 200,000 viewers playing Fall Guys yesterday.
Yeah, it wasn't even zoomed in or cropped.
His setup isn't designed to be some massive content machine. Half the time he's live, he's playing some random game most people have never even heard of.
Your costume's so... It's the slot machine, bro. It's the meta. Playing indie horror games is infinite content. There are, dude, I actually could play 5 hours of horror games every day for the next 6 years. There are like 100 new horror games a month.
Kid.
And they're so fun though. It's just straight slop. It's like, dude, it's feel good content. Why don't you? I do. I play horror games every week. Not as much as Queso, but I play horror games a lot.
Your entire job is getting people to watch you. You don't turn down a Mr. Beast video. But Queso...
No, you don't. I played The Family Trip the other day, which is a game where you go camping with like a divorced family and then everybody just dies. Like there's no plot. There's no plot. It's just funny though because the characters are so stupid. It's like, dude, oh my god, I was so high in that too.
So did.
Queso did not respond to my message.
And somehow...
Bro, Queso don't be collabing. Queso don't be... fucking traveling. Queso don't do really many sponsors. Queso actually could be... Queso's already still top 5 biggest Twitch streamers. Queso could be the biggest creator on YouTube gaming and Twitch-wise. Not even close if he just streamed with people. Like, collabs is like a cheat code for views. Like, if you fucking stream with another guy that's bigger, all you gotta do is just stream with people that's why you see all these top guys just stream with each other. Like, you see all the core guys stream with each other, because it just fucking fills their view counts. Like, if Queso and Jinxie stream together every day, Queso would average 100K.
Despite doing the opposite of what the internet tells creators they're supposed to do, he's still one of the biggest streamers on the planet. How does that happen?
Oh my god, he has the perfect audience, too.
The honest answer is that none of this should have worked, because Queso's had the odds stacked against him since day one. Case Baker grew up in rural Arkansas. His hometown has a population just over 1,500.
Holy shit. Queso's from Arkansas? I knew he was from the South. I didn't know what state.
Hometown has a population just over 1,500. It's the kind of place where a new Walmart makes the front page, and where the church...
Oh my god, that's big news. That's big news in that city.
Churches outnumber the stoplights. Towns like that don't have a lot going on. So, as a quiet kid, Case did what quiet kids in quiet towns have always done. He disappeared into a screen. In this case, a PlayStation. Call of Duty on repeat.
Disappeared? Bro, I just feel like if you're a kid in Arkansas in like the early 2000s, because Kiss was like, what, 26, 28? I feel like, bro, you just playing old Call of Duties and riding dirt bikes.
And when YouTube started blowing up in the
going fishing
early 2010s, he was right there watching Nate Shot. And
Queso was not 19. Are you guys on crack? Queso was born in the 90s, chat. Queso was way older than 19. That's an inside joke? Oh, does he say he's 19?
Optic Guys built something that didn't exist.
Does he say he's 19?
A decade earlier. He watched gaming turn from a thing you did after school into an actual career.
Well, how does this sound? Making a living and even a small fortune just playing video games.
The biggest names were clearing their parents' annual salaries in a single weekend. And after watching that, it became Case's dream job. The problem was, he knew the odds, especially in his situation. His Wi-Fi was barely good enough to even watch YouTube. Uploading to it or streaming on Twitch? Forget it. So he buried it. He graduated high school, bounced between jobs, often working 2 at a time, just to keep the lights on. For 6 years. 6 years of clocking in somewhere he didn't want to be. 6 years of watching other guys his age blow up online doing the exact same thing he'd given up on.
But more boring. But more boring. Dude, I think like 2019, this is just like, it's obviously subjective take, but I think the streamers that exist now are objectively more entertaining than the streamers from like 2018 to 2022. Bro, most of Twitch in like the Fortnite days was just people that were good at video games and had no personality. Like, there were guys that weren't that, but like pre-COVID, most of Twitch was just pro gamers. Like, that's it.
By the end of it, Case was broke. Burnout.
Like Ninja and Myth, Daquan, they were like the first personalities. Tfue, like they were the first guys that had more to say than he's cracked. Ludwig, bro, Ludwig blew up in like COVID. Ludwig was big in like 2020. Like, I'm saying pre that. I'm saying like 2017 streamers. Like Pokimane and like the 5 other people. Those are like the only people that are like memorable. Oh, Tyler won. Oh, never mind. My point is completely removed. Tyler 1 was the pinnacle of streaming. Oh my god, that guy was so entertaining. He still is so entertaining. Dude, oh my god. Tyler 1 days when he was banned from League, Delore. Never mind, I'm wrong. There are gems. But they're far and few. That's Queso?
He was 1 bad week away from walking into a recruiter's office.
That's AI.
And signing up for the military. Then his mom stepped in, and she asked him the question that changed everything. Why not take a real shot?
Wow, Queso was going to join the military.
The whole streaming thing. What's the worst that happens? Now, streaming is one of the most competitive...
That is him. It's just an older photo.
...jobs on the planet. And if...
Dude, I'm going to have the take that I think Queso could just no warm-up bench 315. Like, he just has that fucking barrel build that's just like, he could just he could just sit down on a bench, hit 315, get up and walk away.
If you're like Case, trying to pursue it full-time, you need to understand.
It's not hard when you weigh 400 pounds. Queso does not weigh 400 pounds.
There's levels to this.
How tall is Queso? Bro, he probably was like 280. 300. If he's like 6'2", if he's like 6'2", he probably was like 300 pounds. Bro, weighing 400 pounds? I don't think you've ever seen somebody in real life that weighs 400 pounds if you think Queso weighs 400 pounds.
Level 1, you can quit your job. Level 2, you're living large. And at level 3, you're the top 1% of the top 1%. Now, there's no direct
Sorry, what levels did he just say?
levels to this. Level 1, you can quit your job. Level 2, you're living large. And at level 3, you're the top 1% of the top 1%. Now, there's no direct translation from Twitch viewers to money. So for the sake of the example, we're going to say you reach level 1 at around 100 viewers. Once you're there, you can take the leap to streaming full time, which getting there sounds totally reasonable.
That's a very fair assumption. I would agree with that. I think it really is an average because Twitch viewers is so fluctuative on income off subs, how many cyclical chatters you have, how many hours you're streaming, and how many ads you're running, that like to be able to stream full time, I would say you have to average between 60 and 150. It varies depending on audience. Like, you could be a 60 viewer streamer and be full time, but like the average full time streamer that wants to make like 35K annually, you probably need like 120 viewers. And you probably need to stream like 50 hours a week.
It's not.
Which is more than a 9 to 5, but you're also sitting at a desktop.
How convincing 100 people to watch you live is brutal. In the past year, 18.4 million people opened up Twitch and broadcasted live on the platform. I want you to guess how many of them actually made it to
Wait. What did he just say?
How convincing 100 people to watch you live is brutal. In the past year, 18.4 million people opened up Twitch and broadcasted live on the platform.
18.4 million people streamed in the last year?
18.4 million people opened up Twitch.
Wow. 18.4 million people streamed. Not even watched a stream.
And broadcasted live on the platform. I want you to guess how many of them actually made it to level 1.
Actually made it to level 1. 100K. 18.4. Or did he say 8.4? He said 18.4 million people streamed last year. How many of them have 100 viewers? 100,000. I think there's probably 100,000 streamers that average over 50 viewers. Over 100, maybe 50K? 50K streamers? More? You think there's more than 100,000 streamers on Twitch with over 100 viewers? I don't know, man. There's so many spaces on Twitch. If you just scroll the gaming category, it's just like endless.
Here's it. Throw a number out there. The answer is 165,000.
That's not that far off. I actually lowballed it.
500.
Yeah, 165,000 full-time streamers.
36. That's less than 1%. For every person who gets to level 1, there's 100 that don't. Every big streamer you see today spent days, weeks, if not months streaming to an audience of 0. I mean, take Jinxie for example. He streamed to just 5 viewers for a year and a half before he ever made it.
5 viewers? He's grinding!
And I'm throwing all of these numbers at you for a reason, because without them, you wouldn't understand how truly insane what happens next is. Okay, so hate to interrupt myself here, but let's say you're like Queso and don't love your day job. Maybe you're not all that interested in streaming.com to start your business today. Queso hit level 1 in the first hour.
God, man, it's like a fucking mind virus. You just know when an ad's coming.
1 in the first hour of his first ever stream. And he didn't just get lucky.
Hey, yo. Wait, what? Queso averaged 100 viewers in his first stream?
Today.
Because in like 24 hours, y'all took me from nothing to crazy.
You see, Queso hit level 1 in the first hour of his first ever stream, and he didn't just get lucky.
Hey, y'all came through deep from the top, man.
In the days before he went live for the first time...
Oh, was he streaming on TikTok and, like, posting clips? Because I'm pretty sure he just, like, his first, like, half year streaming was just 2K, right? He was, like, big in the 2K space.
Queso was already laying the ground.
Isn't that weird how, like, most streamers... There's so many streamers like Aiden Ross and Queso. Who else streamed 2K and got big? Didn't Speed used to be a 2K creator? So many guys stream 2K and then abandon that shit. Like, cause fuck 2K. Los, yeah, Neon. There's so many guys. Kai was a YouTuber, though. There's so many guys that streamed 2K, got big, and then just dipped because 2K sucks.
Groundwork. He spent days filming and editing clips of him playing NBA 2K23. And on September 10th, 2022, he uploaded 22 videos to TikTok. The next morning, he woke up to over 10,000 followers and a comment section flooded with one question. So that night, he went live for the first time and the floodgates opened.
When I look down and I see 126 viewers, bro, I cannot believe it.
From that day on, he followed the same routine. Clock into the 9 to 5, hit the second job, cut a few lawns, then come home and stream until he couldn't keep it.
Oh my god, is that why his stream time was 6 p.m. Central? But now he streams at like 10, bro.
His eyes open.
He'd be running a night shift.
I don't want to go sleep, man. I don't want to go to work, man. I want another build, dog. All I want to do is make builds and play 2K forever. Why do I gotta go work?
After each stream, he'd find the best moments, clip them, and fire them back onto TikTok. The loop fed itself. Inside a week, he'd blown past 100,000 TikTok followers. Every stream was pulling 500 plus concurrent viewers.
Dude said, call the boss, quit, this your life now, cuz? Dude, imagine.
And the number that actually mattered, he was making more money streaming at night than he was at his day job.
And no, y'all literally just donated more than I make in a week in one night. Bruh.
But Queso kept his head on straight. What shows up overnight can also disappear overnight. So before he quit his day job, he needed proof that this wasn't a fluke.
That's so smart of him, man, because it is like, there's so many people that get big on Twitch, and for like a month, they're making 1,000 a day. And they're going, holy, I am set. And then they fall off. And now they don't have a job. So it's like, oh, fuck. You know, like that happens all the time, amount of people, not less on streaming, more on TikTok, but like that was like earlier. You remember the amount of content houses and shit, motherfuckers just full committing to like moving across the fucking world, starting content up, then they fall off. And it's just like, oh shit, I can't run this trend into the ground anymore. Like,
he made a deal with his chat, hit 5,000 Twitch subs, and he'd quit his job.
That's pretty fair. Because that was probably pre $3 split. So if he hit 5K subs, he's making 10K. He's making what, 10,250 a month? Or no, 12,500 a month off subs. So he's making like over 100K a year. And then he decides he could quit.
This is the day we're gonna remember.
Because that's secure enough to where if you fell off, you'd have enough leeway money. Wow, he had the zombie sub emote. Chat, yo, this is like recognizable to anyone that fucking streams. If you ever started streaming, this is like this is the default sub. Why it's a zombie, I don't know. This is like OG stream setup. Like this is like your 5th stream ever. Like you have the zombie. Dude, mine's the fucking Joe Bart. Mine's still the old one. I don't even know if my alert box works anymore. How do I test that? Well, it's and Finn for the sub. IX. Now Alex. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. I used to have that. I want to say appreciate how much you are. Keep up the work. Oh no. You can't have TTS. You can't have TTS. TTS can be really bad. No, I'm not keeping that shit. It's so distracting. I don't have my alert box anymore.
Remember forever, you feel me? This is a day we gonna remember forever.
I could do a TTS day, but people just spam I. That or they say like some crazy shit. I don't think there would ever be a problem with TTS. There 100% would be. Max up for the sub.
You know I love y'all, man. Thank you, bro. It's all y'all, you feel me? Thank you, man. Full-time queso in the building, and I'm laying in their mouth, too.
Within just a few weeks, it was a done deal. Case's fan base was new, but dedicated, and they wanted to see him pursue this thing full-time.
Like I said, I've been dreaming of wanting to, be a streamer, a content creator since I was 13 years old. I finally took the leap, bro. And y'all came.
I never dreamed. I never pursued being a content creator, but I always used to commentate my own Clash of Clans gameplay on the toilet.
Came through for you, boy.
I remember wanting to be like a gamer, but like mobile games. I remember I was like, damn, dude, how sick would this be to be like, yo, y'all remember the OG Clash of Clans creators? They would gem their town hall to like town hall 10, and I'd be like, dude, if I had the money to make that a YouTube video.
For real, y'all came through crazy.
All right, guys, so we're gonna be doing a Hog Rider build today.
No, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows from here. His internet was still garbage, like genuinely bad. Streams would lag or even just end because the connection bottomed out.
Do you see what I deal with?
And when you're trying to build an audio...
Holy shit!
And when you're trying...
Was that download or upload? He has 1 megabit per second download.
Connection bottomed out.
Do you see what I deal with?
And when you're trying to build an audience, that's the kiss of death. If your stream ends, they move on to the next.
What does that mean? To download Call of Duty would take like 6 days.
Eventually, numbers started slipping.
I don't even know how he was live. Like, I don't know how he was broadcast. Well, streaming's upload speed. But him having a 1 download, I don't know how he was streaming.
For a couple months, it looked like maybe the whole thing was a fluke. Maybe the bubble had already popped.
You know, I seen the numbers when I very first started. You know, the hype was there because I first blew up. Had like 800 viewers every night. Then y'all seen it dip to like, 100, 150. I was like, I gotta do something different or it's gonna go under.
Then he picked up a different game. Hogwarts.
Oh my god, Hogwarts Legacy is when he blew up, and that's like not that hype of a game. I remember seeing his Hogwarts clips on TikTok.
Legacy. It was kind of a weird choice. It had a totally different audience from the 2K crowd he'd built, but he streamed it anyway, clipped a moment, and posted it to TikTok.
Wasn't that like a bad game, most people would say? I feel like that game didn't do that great.
Well, I see the sun
That's even more shocking.
peeking through the window a little bit. Sleep schedule gone now. Gotta make Hufflepuff proud, though. Hey, it is.
I want to look at his Twitch tracker. Here's mine for fucking perspective. This is like every month you could see where the views up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. You usually have dip months, peak months. Like let's look at Jinxie too. Jinxie was bottomed out for like 3 years. And then right around here he just starts peaking. Jinxie's in like second arc right now. What is that face? What is that? What is that face he's making right now? Looks like a Queso. Wow, Queso's like the most consistent creator ever. Like, yeah, 600 views first month. Dipped down to 189 average in January of 23. And then he hit in January of 24, he hit 56K, and he has literally averaged that every month for 2 years. Wow. 60 seconds. I convinced a stranger to rob a bank. Adam Rabby, 26 years old, male, no criminal record, wearing a Bass Bro Shops at. Where did we find this guy? How do you soft launch to a stranger that you want help robbing a bank? What do you say to them? You meet a guy at a 7-Eleven, you're like, yo, I got an offer for you. Not taking a guy in a turtleneck seriously. That's another side thing. Mac, we got to really work on our approach. If you're trying to get me to agree to rob a bank, you can't be talking to me in a turtleneck. I'm not taking any guy in a turtleneck seriously.
Now's that time.
My mom used to make me go to picture day in school with a turtleneck from like 1st grade to like 6th grade or like 5th grade. I remember every time I would go to picture day with a turtleneck, and I was like, this looks stupid. Chat, bro, this is like when chatters recommend SML videos, bro. Like I'm starting to, I'm not trying to, I'm fine for the cinematography of it. But why are we like full panning into this? Like, I'm convincing him. There's a camera attached to the windshield. Oh my God, let it play. How am I supposed to let it play? Chat, I know it's fake, but it's like they're acting like it's not. What fucking, dude, if you're walking up to a fucking armored car that's supposed to be transporting money and they see your ass get on top of your car and try to put a tracker under it, they're gonna fucking kill you. They explain it? No way. You're telling me that he thinks this is real. Truly, he thinks this is real. God, I can't get into this for 30 minutes for me knowing this is fake the entire time, and then randomly when they actually get to the bank, they like unveil it and they're like, surprise! And he's gonna fake going, what? What? What do you mean? It's not fake. Bro, is this guy a dumbass? This has to be the dumbest guy of all time. If this is not fake, this guy's a jerk off, right? This guy has an IQ of 40. Like, there's no way that dude, we have a GTA heist board up. We have red wires with thumbtacks of like PNGs of police cars on the wall. What is that plan? Like, what are we getting out of that? This is just like a waste. I'd be like, wow, this looks like a totally legit fucking thing. This looks like straight out of a fucking cop show. Robbery's like, dude, I never understand when people rob like almost all places. I think the only thing that does make sense to rob is like a central bank. Because if you rob a store, like, you know when you see, dude, it's like every week somebody robs like a liquor store. I'm like, bro, you're getting what? $400? Maybe? Crypto? Well, that's like more hacking than anything. But like, yeah, motherfuckers rob a pawn shop. Ugh. What are you getting out of that? Maybe the gold in the back or some shit? Jewelry store? That makes sense. Yeah. You know, you rob a jewelry store, you rob places with like valuable items. Or even like, dude, people that rob local banks How much money does a local bank have in actual spendable cash? 40K tops? Like, most banks have no money. Like, I'm not saying like 50K is no money, but 50K to rob a bank is nothing. Yeah, or ATMs. You see those CCTV footage of 3 guys in fucking balaclavas pull up to the front of a 7-Eleven and rip an ATM out of the fucking ground. What's in there? $4,000? Like, what are we fucking getting out of that? Now you're going to load it onto your car. It weighs like 1,000 pounds. And you're going to drive it away? Like, I don't understand. Like, no planning. It's just like, oh yeah, let's just hook a cable up to it and rip it. What is the robbery? What are we blowing up? For this robbery to go, well, we're going to have to blow up a school bus first, just to test. See whether or not our guns are working.
Just all the stuff we've been
That was the car? Bro, but they didn't blow up the car like that. They set the car on fire.
talking about. Just
DL, the download. Don't talk about it.
Like-
I can't wait, too. If I made this into a YouTube video, all the comments would be like, Joe's such a loser, man. This guy literally just tries to disprove everything. Like, literally just get into the immersion. I can't when the entire premise of the video is that this guy actually believes that he's robbing, not that he's robbing a bank. He actually believes he's working for the FBI. Like, this is fully staged. I can't get into it. It's not like I'm watching like a Minecraft ARG like hypothetical video. Like, this is like something that's like pretending to be real, but it's like movie-esque. It's real. Yep. F. Dunham's puppets are actually conscious and they speak. Ventriloquists actually just know how to manipulate objects in reality. They're not actually just miming or anything. Or using their voices to, you know, fucking talk for the puppet. It just actually speaks.
You've been doing pretty good here.
Like in Goosebumps.
And we're really close to getting him behind bars.
I really think I could talk him out.
Dark magic. You know what I will say? Okay, I don't believe in, like, magic and shit, but you know when, like, modern-day witches have, what's that shit called? Where it's like a baggie of stuff. Not a voodoo doll. It's like a baggie of stuff. It's not a curse or a spell. What is it? And you, like, put it on something. A mojo bag? I don't know. A hex bag? That shit freaks me out. Not meth. What do you mean meth? What? Hex bug? Hex bag. I don't know. Whenever I see that shit, I'm like, I wouldn't fuck with that person. You know what I mean?
Out of it.
Like, if somebody's like, I'm going to put a curse on you. In my head, I'd go, nah, bullshit. But in the back of my head, I'd go, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. That's not good. If he says you two need to go down on another guy, you just got to do it. It's a part of the game, man. Okay? You don't understand. This is serious shit. You see my badge? I'm a part of the FBI. If Mac tells you that you guys got to go into a strip club and things get a little hairy and you end up getting, you know, there's only a guy and a girl, you end up getting the other guy. You just got to go down on him, man. That's just how it works, you know? No, dude, I'm not joking. This is totally...
I got some information on a delivery.
Bro, you're still fucking with me, man? Yo, if one of my friends actually was like, there's a fucking bank vault in New Mexico that I want to rob, I'd go, hey, hate that you just told me that. Number one, because now I don't want to be a part of it. And you made me an accomplice. Now I have knowledge. See, that's what it's like. If you're friends, I'm not going to support my friend committing a crime. But if you're going to commit a crime and I can't talk you out of it, just don't tell me. Don't involve me. Please. Please. Like, if you're going to rob a bank and you're like, I'm going to tell Joe, and I'm not going to be able to talk you out of it, don't tell me. Just do it. You know, at that point. I'm not saying rob the bank, but, like, now you're just roping me in on it. Like, that's horrible. I don't know. You'd also need, like, a really old man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm way more likely to believe that, like, some dude's in the like, this guy looks like 25. Like, I'm not believing that you're, like, an FBI guy. Like, you would need somebody straight out of Law and Order. Like, I would believe you're in the FBI if you're, like, 62. And you have, like, a scruffy 5 o'clock shadow. You look like you don't sleep. You're divorced. And your kids hate you. That's an FBI guy. That'd be, like, that's the vibe you gotta give off. John Kiriakou, he's CIA. Different story.
This is like destiny.
Part of him is not going to these FBI representatives and going, hey, Like, don't we have more than enough evidence to, like, show that this guy's planning a robbery? Why are we letting him go through it and light fucking 30 rounds into the ceiling of the bank?
Why is he just staring at me? What happens if I throw this trash can at him, though? Where did it go?
When you walk past white people and hit them with this move. Nah, it's not that. Nah, it's not that. It's push your lips inside of each other. Go. I'm not waving. I'm not waving. I'm going. Maybe a slight wave. Maybe a slight wave. That wasn't a laugh. That was an exhale. Zero respect. No, you get a nod. You get a nod in a.
Please have one poop sound.
Sorry?
Poop sound. It's a thing to eat from the mouth.
What you want?
It's there.
Oh, popcorn.
Sorry? How do you pronounce it?
Popcorn.
Popcorn. Alright, my bad. My English is not straight.
My English is great.
What? Popcorn, yeah?
Can you please put some lotion?
What?
Put some lotion in it.
Lotion?
Yeah. Like chappal potli, gugu.
Like butter.
Like white slippery liquid.
Sorry, brother?
Daglam dola.
Chipotle. You want chipotle
Sorry,
sauce?
how do you pronounce it?
Chipotle.
Chappal potli.
Chipotle. It's a sauce.
Yeah, one please. Yeah.
What else?
Can I please have one Lucy Bugler?
Do you guys sell bumper bola?
Oh my god, why is he holding an entire mound of cucumbers? What the fuck?
Can I please have one Lucy Bugler?
Do you guys sell
holy shit.
bumper bola, dakmak dola?
What am I gonna order today? I'm really no move, bro. Drive up to the. That was my favorite. Yummy.
Oh my god, no, it's far worse to do that at a Chick-fil-A. The disconnect between being like embarrassing Deku at like a McDonald's drive-through in the speaker is so much easier than doing it to a person in front of their face.
There's so many good choices. Yummy.
Oh, and it's a Chick-fil-A worker, so they can't be rude.
Hey, I'm so excited for my food.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Arigato gozaimasu.
Shut up.
Arigato. Oh, they're going to Chick-fil-A too.
Shut up. There's actual cop.
It's okay.
We're actually done.
Potato.
Be too quiet.
Potato. Potato. Potato.
Was that
Potato.
was that edited in? Was
Red onion.
What do you like to listen to in your pregame routine?
That can't be real.
Well, there's a lot of stuff. A lot of time I actually like to listen to nothing.
Where my friend John said,
yo, these I don't know if it's me, like, you know, hitting the bong twice, or I know that was a chuckle. Fine, whatever. That'll count. You can count that as 4. I was holding in that. Those last 2 videos were fucking class. That's not 5. That's 4. That's 4. Because I started with a bong rip at 0. Then I did shot, bong, shot. Now we're bonging at 4. I still have 2 more, but I have 10 minutes left in the video. Okay, I'm going to need to lock in after this. It seems like they're scaling in level of difficulty. You know why I think that is too? Because Jericho compiled these videos, and I think at the start, when I asked my mods to send in a bunch of videos, they just send in a bunch they recently saw they think is funny, and then it's a lot more selective near the end. So I think the videos get better because they're kind of looking for videos they find funny. It's not 5. It's not 5. Sketty, shut the fuck up.
where my friend John said he found a body in the bushes over there. I ran over there because I'm a healing monk to try and help, but obviously my magic wasn't strong enough because the dude's body was missing a head. So my friend decided to try and use a necromancer spell, which didn't work, which I knew it wouldn't. And apparently we contaminated the crime scene because that spell uses a lot of glitter.
Go ahead, twin. Good. Go ahead,
I've
chat.
seen
Get
this.
it out. I'm doing a video. Chat, chill.
It's like such a dad thing.
You have no shoes on. 6'7".
Move.
Calm down, chat.
Move. No. Tell him to let me try.
Chat, let twin try.
Move. Nah,
Hurry up. Stop. You've done tried 6-7 times now. Let twin try. Back up, chat.
Back up, chat.
See if you can get the axe out of the log, twin.
Bro, that's not the
And don't be all
method. You got to do
6'7".
what he was doing. When you're chopping wood, you get it stuck. You put it on its side. You hold it down with your foot and you push it like you don't like push. You hit the top and then it'll unlodge.
If you can get the axe out of the log.
What kind of chopping wood? I don't know. I'm chopping wood. You've never chopped wood before? I'm the guy that tends to the fire at a campfire, chat. Just to give you a little insight. You probably already knew that if you watch any amount of my content. I'm the guy tending to the fire. I like staring at the fire. I like making the coals hot. I'll fan it. It's fun.
Twin. And don't be all 6'7".
I have a conundrum where, like,
4:30, you're trying to be a good guest, but your host left an accordion on the sofa.
I sleep on this sofa, but there's an accordion. How do I move the accordion? It's gonna make a noise. Fuck. Why do they have an accordion? Fuck's sake, man.
Foarte votat la această lopată.
Oh my god.
Extreme rights, no reaction. Let's go.
So, you know, fun game I've seen. What country do they play this in? Because I know I have people from other countries in my chat, so they would know. You have a piece of wood, and you have a nail, and you barely tap it in, and then you take turns hitting it once, and the person to fully drive it in loses. Or is it wins? I think it's loses. I think you don't want to drive it in all the way. And you can't bend it. Oh, it's wins. You want to drive it in first. So it's one hit. You each have one nail. That's what it is. You each have your own nail, and you take turns.
"98 minutes of delay were added to your route." What?
98 minutes of delay? What, do they shut down the fucking highway?
Mr. Ponton, I
It's been 5 years since the incident lawyer cat filter.
believe you have a filter turned on in the video settings. You might want to take a
We're
look.
trying to, can you hear me, Judge?
I can hear you. I think it's a filter.
It is, and I don't know how to remove it. I've got my assistant here. She's trying to, but I'm prepared to go forward with it. I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
Oh my God.
I can see that.
Hey, bro, would you like the shot or you want to double it
Wow.
and give it to the next person?
That was not 5.
Hey, future me. Hey.
I have a few questions for you guys.
Okay, yeah. So, that party tonight in Lincoln, we go, right? Not exactly.
Do we ever get rich?
Well, it's been about 10 minutes, so gonna have to say no. Do we ever find love?
Well, I mean,
723. $724.
Wow, it was that one that made it burst?
24.
Damn, I think if you just touched it, it would have exploded.
What's up, bro?
Bro, people keep sending me this video saying this looks like me. Like, this has been half my ats on TikTok.
What's up, bro?
He just wears the same shit. Or just shattered his phone.
Well, good
Axe
session.
body spray.
Here, take your plate.
Oh, Mom, I don't like meatloaf.
Since when the fuck you ain't like meatloaf? Yep, say your first words.
I fucking hate meatloaf. One day you like something, one day you don't. And I'll work like a dog, day and night.
Check this out. So I just got this shirt, and if I charge it with this black light, look, it glows in the dark.
Yeah.
Dude,
that's awesome, man.
That's so sweet.
Black light is so cool.
Do you have any more of those? I kind of want one.
Yeah.
Can I get one
Why,
of those?
bro? I didn't laugh. I smiled.
You know what? I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Oh, yeah, you want to come with me?
Sure, yeah.
Did you see
I saw a lot of cum, I think.
We'll just be like 25 minutes.
Yep, no, okay.
Oh,
yeah,
wait, it was on his face, too? I didn't even see that shit. Oh, my God. I only noticed it on the pants.
You know what? I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Oh, yeah, you want to come with me?
Sure, yeah.
Did you see
I saw a lot of cum, I think.
We'll just be like 25 minutes.
Yep, no, okay.
Oh, yeah, you guys
sure
are
then.
Either of you guys want to come?
No.
Oh,
guys
Oh,
come?
turn the black light off. Turn it off.
No, my wife's an indigenous marsupial. I just haven't ordered yet because I can't see the menu. I can't find my bifocals. You could just tell me what kind of sandwiches you got. I'll come right back around and I can order them for.
We got croissants that are 2 for $5, sausage, egg, and cheese.
I'm sorry about that. I didn't order yet because the child came in. But she tried to tell me, can you just tell me what kind of sandwiches you got? I'll come back around and order the one I want. I don't want to hold up the line. I just can't see nothing because I got 2 eyes on my left side on my third leg.
Oh, we got bacon, egg, and cheese for sandwiches, ham, bacon, cheese, sausage.
No, that is the oh my God, bro, that is so funny. Oh my God, dude, I thought it was the video was just gonna cut and then he pulled up to the same like fast food place. Like I thought it would go to a different place. Same literally just 10 feet over. Oh my God. Oh my God, that was so funny. Okay, so that was 5. So it was shot, bong, shot, bong, shot. Fuck. No more, Joe? Yeah, at this point, brother. I'm happy we did it today. I think this was an executive decision that needed to be made. If I had the imagine I had a Marvel Rivals fucking competitive event like an hour from now. Holy shit, that'd be terrible. I'd be locked in. I don't even know my team. Like, I'd hop in and I'd be like, all right, yo, acting. I'm laughing right now. It's not counting, bro. Acting like I'm sober, just, okay, so, guys, yeah, no. Okay, yeah, no. Okay, you play Squirrel Girl, so, all right, yeah, I think, like, a Gambit Luna combo would be probably good. I obviously main group, but they're probably going to ban group because we have 6 bans, so I think, realistically, I should probably either be on, like, maybe a Strange, or you could have me on an Emma Frost, something like that, kind of just, like, a solid front tank. If you want me to... Cheers. Oh, it's like a car starting up. Ugh!
I'm not really feeling it today. I think I'm just gonna
4 minutes, Joe. No laughs. 4 minutes, 52 seconds.
go light and
Tell my Drim bro I'm going to take it light, so I will do whatever he does.
do whatever you do.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm just like not feeling it.
You want to take it light and follow what I do?
Yeah, just whatever you do.
This guy's here to meet a 15-year-old girl.
Yo, why are you guys... No, this feels unfair that the mods are backloading. Like, there's like good video, bad video, bad video, bad video, good video. It's just like... I feel like you just put all the good ones at the end.
Wow, it's amazing!
Was it a portrait?
You hear about the new guy? No. I think his name is George. George who?
Wait, that's my merch. Wow. Never seen a skit somebody wearing the merch.
The new guy? No. I think his name is George. George who?
George Bush! oh my, that's gotta suck. Oh boy.
Oh my God.
Oh! Holy fuck!
gonna ask you guys again, okay? Where do you guys keep the purple studs? Okay? No one be a hero. Don't reach for the. Everybody, put their hands up. Hands up right now. You want to fucking die?
I can't resist.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh no. Hey, what the? What's going on? Oh no, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on? I catch foot freak perverts like him for a living. No. Just another day at the office.
Are you okay? No!
We all make out at the same time.
What the hell? What the hell?
Dude, you fucking moved that yourself.
No, it said yes. The devil speaks.
Bro, he makes so many skits that are like the Curry Barker level of like humor.
Bro, we gotta do it now.
Like, I think these are great skits.
Dude, you fucking moved it.
Oh, the Airbnb says we have to take all of our clothes off to get in the hot tub. Oh,
You don't do it, we're gonna die.
oh, well, I don't want to get charged a fine.
What?
This is like fucked up.
I've been waiting for you to get home.
What you doing in my motherfucking house, bitch? What's so fucking?
I was waiting on you to get home.
Get my fucking.
Yo, that's like a valid ass reaction though. You know how scary that would be?
I've been waiting for you to
That was not a laugh. Bro, did I actually laugh? Nah, get the VOD back. On God, I was so zoned into that video. Bro, was that a laugh? No, don't fuck with me. Nah, I believe y'all because I was just so locked in on that. I was like, oh, he's gonna tweak. Fuck, dude. Oh my God, I have to order a fucking row of mouse traps. Bro, I feel like they don't hurt that bad. Is that like my ego right now? I've been humbled with like spicy shit, and also like I used to think that I could like kill a fucking gorilla if you gave me a Bowie knife. Like, yeah, hell no, I would get my shit fucked up. But like, I don't know. I feel like if I like on my pinky, yeah, that shit would be like, oh fuck, it feels broken. But like if I jump onto a thing of mousetraps, I feel like it's just gonna feel like somebody flicked me. You know? He didn't even laugh. Bro, chat, don't lie. Did I laugh? I don't think I laughed. I did. I'm taking the piece out. Yo, more than one of y'all go, oh, you got to take the piece out. Dude, how do you think I'm inhaling it? Fucker, hold up. When I hear people that have CHS, like the shit where you can't tolerate weed, oh my God. That would fucking bother me so much. Chat, I'm so serious. I know I get high on stream. I'm not an advocate for weed. Like, you should not get high, right? Unless it's like a med card or like there's like a specific reason. Like, it's, bro, like I get high too often. It's bad. Like, it's not, I'm not sitting here going like, oh, this is awesome. You know, like I recognize that it's like earlier in the stream, somebody was like, you're smoking a bong, bro. Don't you like, you're not worried about cancer? Like, no, it's carcinogenic. It's bad, right? I never advocate that it's good. Sober summer, pass. Maybe like a sober November, dude. Maybe a more lame month. What the fuck? Sober in the summer. Nope. Oh, I kind of want to rewatch this. If I laugh here, it doesn't count.
I've been waiting for you to get home.
I'm shocked at how long it took him to like realize it was his friend. It was like 10 seconds.
What's so fucking? I was waiting on you to get home. Get my fucking key, bitch. Get my key.
No.
Get my motherfucking key.
Get gone for real.
I'm gonna call the police on your motherfucking ass. Give me the key, because you don't know how to fucking act. Give me the key. Give me that.
What do you want?
So I made chicken. Okay, so
Chicken
my
is a
client, can he just shut the fuck up?
Huh?
Can you like fucking disappear? You're so fucking awkwardly weird. And look at him. He's such a fucking weirdo. Get out of my presence.
Huh?
Damien, so one of my clients owns Green Village Deli in
Huh?
Madison. What do you mean, huh? Listen!
Okay.
Green fucking Village. It's a salad. It's a fucking grilled chicken salad cut up with peanut, what? Huh? With peanut sauce, Damien, and fucking... Shut the fuck up! Shut up!
I'm telling you.
Shut up! Go away. Devin, do something with your hair.
Huh?
Damien, I'll fix it for you now. Would you like mommy to put it in the bowl?
Do what?
The salad. I'll
Huh?
put it in the salad I just said.
Huh?
What's wrong with you?
Shut up! Shut up! Shut
Are you guys doing this to me on purpose? I don't understand what's happening. Why do I deserve this? I don't know what I deserve. Fuck off and die. Why am...
Wow.
Intolerant.
Okay. So can we just get rid of him like permanently somewhere? Just tell what are you?
Where'd you get that cute sweater? Thanks. My grandma knitted it for me. Like I want to get into knitting.
This guy's hilarious.
Like I want to be a knitter. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Did he just call me a nick? He just called me a nick. Is that what you called
said
me?
Knit.
I'm just saying you're a real piece of shit.
How about you clean your ears out, Dumbo?
Seriously?
And listen next time.
And I'm gonna grab your dick and I'm gonna twist it here in a second.
You're not kicking nobody's ass in that cute little sweater. Take it back to your grandma.
Get my grandma's name out of your frickin' mouth.
Yeah, in order to fix this, I'm gonna have to go into your
his skits are so funny.
browser history.
What the fuck?
Mouth.
Yeah, in order to fix this, I'm gonna have to go into your browser history.
It's not even the computer. That's just the
It's kind of
monitor.
broken as it is already. I don't really think we need to go in my browser history for that. It's kind of whatever. I don't know. It's got a few scratches anyway, so we'll just leave it at that.
Yo, that fish tank looks brutal back there.
Whoa. Appreciate you, though. Sure.
Wow. I mean, that was like easy as fuck. Dumbass.
Yeah, how did that originate as a phrase? Like in what? I didn't laugh, bro. That did not make me laugh. I'm saying, when did that originate though? Like this, somebody saying like, oh, it's as easy as taking candy from a baby. When was that? We just saw how it started. Okay, Brady. Okay, Brady. Okay, Brady. Dude, Project Hail Mary is the best movie of all time, dude. You have to watch it. Oh, no. It is a great movie and you should watch it. Bro, it's like 3 hours long, though. Bro, did he actually think he was getting like $1 billion?
Yeah, that's the
There's no way.
problem right there.
What?
You fucked the trans.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No. Okay, it was dark though, and I was drunk. I didn't know.
What the fuck are you talking about? You fucked up the transmission.
Are you talking? Oh.
Wait, what the hell?
I was. Nah, never mind.
Now, what was you talking about? Now, get your ass back here, man.
Yo, dumbass! Watch where the fuck you're going. You not a fucking
Holy collab of the century, dude. Lil Cumtism and Goofball.
drive. Whoa, do you want to fucking teach me? Yeah.
This is the AC.
Wow.
These are the windshield wipers.
What's this?
That's the one, you dummy.
Wow, that was the last video? Really? We ended it off on that? Damn, dude. That was a good try not to laugh. I'm gonna be real. That was cinema. I think that my mods... Yo, little quick clap it up for the mods. Great job. Great job. Great job. See, I'm so happy we did that instead, because here's the problem. When I let you guys submit videos, so many of you are going, you got to submit shit that you think's going to make me laugh, and also not just annoying shit. And like, they submitted 3 videos that were like, you know, just being cornballs. But like, you know, it was great. That was a good video. That was a good video. Pay the mods. Brother, don't worry. They're all going to get a Visa gift card at the end of the year for $5. YouTube intro starting now. What's up, you? No. Sorry. We're doing a try not to laugh today. But here's the twist. Here's the twist. Instead of my viewers recommending the videos, I had my mods do it because we're testing to see if they come with better videos. Because the last time I did a try, stop spamming eat an edible. You're fucking up my intro, Zod. I'm having my mods do the recommendations this time. The reason being is because last time we did a try not to laugh 8 months ago, I had you guys submit a lot of videos. And we had about 5,000 videos submitted, and 95% of them were garbage. So this time I tasked my mods with coming up with some videos for me to do a try not to laugh too. Whether or not they came up with good videos, I highly doubt it. They're probably going to be a lot of stupid memes about me, or things that they think is funny that I won't. But the other twist that we're doing is every time, okay, I can't eat red meat. We get it! Every time I laugh, I either have to take a shot or hit a bong. Is that fair? I think the reason that makes it more interesting is because the more I laugh, the more likely I am to laugh, because the more, I guess, inebriated I will be. I feel like there should be some sort of punishment outside of that if I laugh beyond a certain point. I would say I alternate. I laugh, I do a shot. Second laugh, I do hit a bong. Third laugh, I take a shot. I think it's like, what's the line of laughs? It's a 32-minute video. It's a 32-minute video. So, I mean, there's probably going to be like, I don't know, like 60 videos we're going to watch more. I feel like the line should be like 6 laughs. What should be the punishment if I laugh more than 6 times? If I laugh more than 6 times, I have to do a cosplay of something. Of what? A steak. Okay. If I laugh more than 6 times, I have to buy and wear a outfit of red meat for a stream. I kind of don't want to hit a bong. Who am I kidding? Hey, editor. Here's the thing. I want you to know I will be doing the punishments if I laugh, and we'll cut every time after I laugh. But we're only going to be able to show the shots. You can't show the bong. You can't show the bong. You can't use the bong. Maybe he'll be able to blur it. I don't know. Chat, let's lock in. That was just a juice. Try not to laugh. Let's go. Starting out with a Mr. Beast edit. Bad news already. Wait, I gotta get in the mindset. I'm not supposed to laugh. I'm not supposed to laugh. Don't laugh, Joe. Stone cold. Also, I'm saying this. Wait, we gotta start a rule set here. Not a laugh, okay? Not a laugh. Huh. Laugh. Huh. Laugh. Not a laugh. An exhale through my nose. Not a laugh, okay?
Gordon Ramsay himself is gonna be cooking our meals.
The Gordon Ramsay.
Yep. Come on in.
Show me you winning!
Dude, here's the problem. Here's the problem. When I know I'm not supposed to laugh, it makes it harder. I feel like I need to just go in being like, okay, I'm watching this.
Today I'm going to be eating a chocolate-covered flower for Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day for all the mothers out there. And guys, make sure you send this to your mother.
He's gonna cover himself with chocolate. He does this every video, bro. Yup. Oh, that's so gross.
Send this to a friend who loves learning new languages. The Yiddish.
He's the Costco hot dog guy. Or am I mixing up old people? Oh no, he's the Costco rotisserie chicken guy. That's what it is.
Send this to a friend who loves learning new languages. The Yiddish word of the day is tuchus. Webster defines tuchus as
for part of there was a 40% chance I thought he was going to pull down his pants right there.
Those of you that can't figure it out, it means ass.
Dude, whenever I see these, I always imagine like you're the. Oh my god! No, does that count? Wait, okay, wait. No, dude, I made myself laugh. That doesn't count. Okay, I'll do the shot. Here's the thing. For future reference, if I'm making my own hypothetical that makes me laugh, that doesn't count. Fine, that counts as 1 laugh. That's so bad, dude. We're only like a minute in. I just gotta stop pausing. I gotta treat this like it was like the Jimmy Here video where I'm just locked. I was going to say, I always imagine when I see these videos, dude, you're the neighbor of this guy, just watching him half naked in his yard, eating a banana, crawling around in the rain, beating his chest. I would go, this guy's on bath salts. Also, the reason I really don't want to do this, also, thank you, F Cancer. Thank you, F Cancer, for sending me this, and Penelope Whiskey. Specialty bottle. Work with them all the time. We got to do another one. We got to do something this summer with them. I know we're doing the Cameron Boys Foundation, but maybe in like late July, do a little F Cancer stream. Anyways, the reason I'm a little worried is like, I think this is like 50%. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, it's 47%. Love that noise. Come pie.
Mr. Goldman, we are not negotiating a release.
I know. It's non-negotiable. I'm just gonna release.
Don't.
Sit down. No. Stop. No.
Hey, have you guys seen my butt scratching fork? I think I left it next to my penis water.
Hi people, and I'm back cooking.
Don't do a case cooking clip. This isn't even a TikTok. Well, it's just a try not to laugh, bro. Nah. This is a low ball clip.
Again, and today I'm going to be doing crack.
Would you rather have a table with $1 million or a table with a book on how...
That's lame. I would have rather just seen a case cooking video.
Would you rather have a table with $1 million or a table with a book on how to make $1 million?
I'd rather just have a table, so that way I'll take the table and sell it for like $50, get 2 tables, sell it, and then I can make 4 tables, and
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Bro, you know what's crazy is there's actually people with that mindset. Like, there are flat out people that genuinely think that, like, you should take the knowledge. You should take the knowledge over the money. What's that dumbass hypothetical where it's like $500K or dinner with Drake or some shit, or dinner with Jay-Z? And motherfuckers are like, oh, dinner with Jay-Z, dude. He's going to instill knowledge on me. Yeah, a 30-minute fucking dinner with Jay-Z is really gonna fucking change your life. Like, more than $500,000 would. Okay.
4, 3, 2, and 1. They call me Super Blitz. Love y'all, boys.
Is it fucked to say I don't think that would hurt because it's not snapping on any part of his body? Like, he's basically just smushing the mousetrap. It's not like that wouldn't really hurt. Are you dumb? What do you mean, am I dumb, dude? I would do this. Let's change the punishment, McChunky. In the midst right now, because the mods apparently make the punishment. If I laugh more than 6 times voice crack, I will buy a wall of fucking mousetraps and jump onto it. I'm not eating a steak, bro. That's just like actively, potentially killing myself. Eat bacon. Okay.
Right now, I'm completely stuck. I don't have any hands to work with here. So you're going to want to place the lamp actually...
How to get your tie out of a lamp while holding a green binder.
On top of the green binder. That gives you a free hand to grab the tie and take it out of the lamp.
It's okay, girls. I got this. Yeah, I got it for you.
Oh, thank you.
Can I actually get your number, please?
No, sorry.
Oh, man. Can I get yours, then?
I have a boyfriend.
You have a boyfriend? Okay.
What would I do?
I bought for these, right? I just literally pay for it. Bye, girls.
I don't know, that kind of feels scripted.
What kind of food they sell?
I love these videos. I love these videos. You're speaking English. It's so much better with like a dude at a furniture store. You're speaking to him in English, he responds, and then you have a guy say something in Mandarin to you, and he's like, what is happening?
Yo, ask him what kind of food I should get. Hey, can we leave that? Tell you that church over there. Do they not understand what I'm saying? Hey, tell me they need nothing about that short, you know? Yeah. That's what I'm doing. Ask her if she can give me a discount. It's $2.99, bro. Like, how much more discount do you want?
Like, that was funny.
Babe, could you come in the bedroom? I have a surprise for you. What?
Bro, it makes it so much less enjoyable because I want to laugh. But I'm like withholding it, so the experience is worse. You think they know FNAF? Like a kid that young would understand what? I mean, maybe because of the FNAF movie.
Hey, baby.
Where you at right now?
I'm in the Uber.
So you're on your way over here to me, right?
Yeah, baby. Heading there right now.
I bet.
Okay, baby. See you soon, daddy.
Ask you guys a question.
What would you do if you saw the cutest cat in the whole world? You would pet it? What would you do? Okay. Oni-chan!
I used to be a kid looking at cars. Now I'm in a car looking at kids. Listen, I didn't mean it like that. What I meant to say was, I used to be a kid looking at cars, but now...
Yeah, he's trying to say that it's like, now he's one of the... You know when you were a kid in the back of a school bus and you're looking at all the cars behind you and you're like, oh, damn, all these people are going to work? It's like, now you're in the reverse position.
I'm in a car, like I'm in a car, and now I'm looking at kids, as in I used to be that kid looking at cars, but now I'm in the car looking at kids. Okay, wait, that still doesn't...
I get it, Joe. Okay, I'll just shut the fuck up.
All right, but you know what I mean.
I'm sick and tired of some of you getting my character wrong. I am Naruto Uzumaki. I'm not any other anime character. Got it?
Who is this guy that is going to go out swinging? This is Cole, and it's his last year of elementary school. To live the year to the fullest, he's going to have slip-in slides. Yo, I'm saying this right now. This is cheap. Throwing in, like, if I see, if there's another video, I'm skipping it. If there's another video of me. Fart noises and chicken stars. Will chicken stars make this the greatest year ever?
Ranking pets I eat in a crisis.
Bro, that means suck, too.
What we got? Dog shit. Let me readjust my $1,500 Cartier frames with it.
Which pet would you eat first? Gut pick? Dog's probably a 10, bro. I'm not eating a dog. I'd rather eat like a pet fish or like a guinea pig.
That's man's best friend. That's last resort. What else we got? I will Kentucky fry the fuck out that bird. What else? Snake. That's a meal and a belt. What else we got? I don't even know what the fuck this is.
As a rat. I'm liking his picks right now. Bird at 2. There's got to be something that's better. Just like a regular fish or something that like somebody had, like a pet pig.
Might be good in the stew.
No.
Somebody tell me what the fuck that is. Rabbit? I heard rabbit is gooder than a motherfucker. I'm gonna throw that at 3.
Gooder?
Adorable little bastard, ain't he? Speaking of adorable, this will probably be my only friend in a crisis, for real. People abandon me or off their ass. Shit, send Ricky to the store for the cornmeal. Hope he make it back. I hate cats, but I probably already ate them motherfuckers before. Eating Chinese food in the 80s, shit was kind of good. We got, what else we got? Unless this motherfucker know karate, he on the menu. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. What? Freaky ass gerbil? Hell no. He's a 69 god.
I don't know. Like most of those weren't that bad. Like they could have picked like harder shit. Like you thrown in a rabbit, bro. You had to throw in like a ferret, like some obscure animals. Being like, okay, here's a chinchilla.
Road work ahead. Yeah, I sure hope it does. That's a joke from Drew Gooden. Works wash. I hope so. Kind of like the Drew Gooden joke. Clear coat. Well, I hope you're wearing clothes under it. If it's a clear coat, yeah, I hope you're wearing clothes underneath. Wheel scrubber. What'd you call me?
Bro, I can't tell if like what is his name, bro? I follow him. He was on Matan. Like he does a lot of stuff. He was in 21 Jump Street. Dax, bro, do you think it's like part of this is a bit? Like, I don't know if he's like, I'm gonna be purposefully awkward funny or if it just is awkward funny. It's satire, bro, but he never breaks character. He's autistic? Yeah, I know. I'm saying like there's still a level of like he does social media. He might be outwardly going, this would do well.
Wash. Shouldn't it be wash works? Don't you mean wash works? Okay, so if this is backwards...
I sure hope it does.
Does that mean that the car wash costs $41 instead of $14? Wash works 41. Oh, like a mirror. Okay, so then if it's supposed to be wash works and you got that backwards, does that mean that this 14 is supposed to be 41? Okay, wait, if it's 41, then, okay, wait, unlimited washes cost $9,524 $9,524 per month. Okay.
Oh, this is hard.
Ceramic seal. That sounds interesting. I thought seals were made out of flesh. Ceramic? Okay. Oh, a sculpture. This is pretty funny.
Yeah, you got it, buddy. Watch your mouth. What else?
That was the best video. That was the best video thus far. I was holding that in.
Yeah.
Black beans.
White bread.
Doesn't he get like a bunch of olives or some weird shit?
Get the meat?
Yeah.
Okay. You a vegan?
I am.
Oh, cool. What else?
Just load that thing up with pico.
Load it up?
Load it up.
Alright, cool. How's this?
I'm gonna need a little more.
Bro, that's even disgusting. Like, even if somebody ordered that, like, you're just, imagine eating, bro, beans, rice, and just, like, pico.
More. I load it up. Like, keep going. I'll let you know. I'll say one.
Oh, and it's wet.
Like, keep going like that?
I'll say one.
Like, come on, seriously, like that?
Like a little more. Like 1 spoonful more. And then just like a little bit. Like a tiny bit of cheese.
Like that?
That's too much. That's too much. Whatever,
Sorry,
man. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
You alright, kid?
I'm hungry. That looks good.
Else?
That's it.
But how do you expect me to roll this?
Just figure it out, man.
Buddy,
You're
I
the
can't roll
expert.
it, buddy. Like, I can't fucking roll it! What are you doing?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8.
Bro, he's saying it right.
8.
He's saying 8. He just said 8.
8.
Like quicker.
8.
More of a T.
8. 7. 8. 8. 8.
What?
What's y'all's?
This isn't even a video. This is. Would you think it will keep it warm? It was a cocksock, but it's a minion. This is just a still frame image. Who put this in here?
What's y'all's favorite season?
Oh my god. No! Fuck! Oh, bro, that's like such a cheap laugh. That's like such a cheap laugh. That's it. You can't just throw a still frame image. That it's not even what it was that was that funny. It's that I'm watching a Try Not to Laugh compilation and then it just goes dead quiet and I'm reading like an iFunny meme. Like, what the fuck is that? Blech.
I'd say summer.
Oh, no, this is gonna make me laugh. These motherfuckers, they like fake having a podcast. Bro, I love the videos. It's this one guy with a mustache and he's like, 3 entrepreneurs get trapped in the back rooms. And it's like them just having like a dumb ass conversation being like, yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to manage my crypto portfolio down here, but.
What's y'all's favorite season?
I'd say summer. The weather's just so nice.
No cap. Yeah, my favorite's just like probably the spring because like I just get to see the Easter Bunny. It's kind of cute.
Fall. I'd probably have to say winter because I like President's Day.
Chapter 3 season.
What a shitty answer, dude. I mean, that's just winter because you like President's Day.
See, the league starts here. So you see, my friend, the league starts here and then it goes there. Okay, I have it. Can you hold this for 1 second? Then I will start. What the fuck is that smell? My friend, it smells like fucking shitting here, my friend. Bro, it's all the way fucking there. Stay steady 1 minute, my friend, 1 minute. Holy shit, I see the problem. Bro, it's too slow. I will come tomorrow. What the fuck are you doing this?
Like this? Like just.
Yeah. Bro, this has to be a skit. This is the same fucking guy.
Yeah.
Alright,
and a sprinkle of cheese.
Okay, buddy. This is the weird. All
And
right.
just don't break a chip. I'm not buying that.
How am I supposed to not break a chip?
You know how to do it. You're the professional. You're the pro.
Wait, how the fuck am I supposed to roll this without breaking a jab? Get the fuck out!
Speed, give me your ass. Grab my 2 black ass cheeks, open them wide open, start eating my fucking ass, bro. Like, I'm talking about, like, eating the shit out my shit. I'm like, hey, bro, what the fuck going on, bro? Chill. Like his eyes was red though, like on some anime shit.
What the fuck even was that story though? Like when did Speed even say that? I'm not even caring about the caption. Oh! Bro, he's not hurt? Oh, dude, that had to hurt the fucking back legs, man.
Some barbecue sauce. Tastes very, very good. And of course, I have a Sprite.
Well, how'd you just do that?
No! Mental reset. Mental reset. That was not 3. That was not 3. It was a smile. That was not a laugh.
Look at his haircut! Shut up!
Roblox has confirmed that they will never let you jerk off the characters in the game, so I'm not going to be playing it anymore. This is just awful. I can't even express it to you how fucking pissed off this makes me feel. I mean, just the betrayal.
Ramen or sponge?
I got it. It's
It's like concrete.
It gotta be
sponge.
Sponge. It gotta be.
Just play the fucking video, dude. Oh my god. Is this what it's like to watch me fucking watch something? Holy shit.
Day 12 is chasing people like a dog.
He has to know those people.
I have stuck my dick and sometimes my balls in that stupid thing.
All right, Gary.
That seems like a Libby video. That seems like a video like Libby would recommend.
I have stuck my dick and sometimes my balls in that stupid thing.
All right, Gary. You know what today is, right? No, I don't, Frank. It's 420. What's that? Oh, you're about to find out right now, buddy. Oh, damn, Frank, what you got there? Come on, we're gonna puff, buddy. Puff? Oh, yeah, okay. Damn, Frank. Man, wow.
This is the worst video ever. This is the worst video ever. Who sent this?
Let me hit it, Frank. Okay, here, hang on.
Well, one of my mods put this video.
Hey, you're gonna hit it too. I'm kinda hungry, buddy. Hell yeah, let's go hit some Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Come on, man.
Libby. All the mods are saying Libby because Libby's not here.
Yeah, come on, you ain't lying. Let's go.
Guten Morgen, Mayday! Mayday! Pescheria di Catania! Siamo qua! L'acqua sta arrivando a Poggio! Scappiamo!
He's on like the 3rd floor and that shit's flooding.
You're so right, El! That's right! I win!
Bro, you know the crazy shit is, like, he's doing this for like a potential gain of nothing. Like, I don't think there's an amount of money where even in like a New York City subway, I would be able to do this and not immediately need to like get the fuck off. Like, right when they're done filming this, they're probably sitting on this sub for another few minutes. I'd just be like, oh god. Like, I would immediately need to be like, I would have to leave.
I win! Guys, do you guys want to hear my top 3 anime lines?
Oh no. Immediately starts doom scrolling on the phone. That is the human reaction. The human reaction to something really awkward.
Anime lines.
Just check the weather app.
Oh, you said yes. Okay.
Instantly. Oh, sorry, I'm busy.
Number 1. Delete! Delete! Number 2.
Abbey Wood via Canary Wharf. The next
Bro, is this in the UK?
station.
You're so right, Al. That's right. I win. I'll eat a potato chip and eat it.
What galaxy are we in right now?
Wow, bro.
Samsung Galaxy S5.
What's 50 plus 40?
90.
40.
What?
What is ice made of?
Sugar and water. It could be.
What the hell?
That's not technically a wrong answer.
And what century are we in? What century are we in?
Oh, go on. What century are we on? 25th.
25th. How many wheels does a tricycle have? What? How many wheels?
Like the valid, like that's just a dumbass answer. Like if somebody asks you what century are we in, you should at least be able to wrongly guess the 20th century because it's 2026. We're in the 21st because it's the one above. I know it's 21, but I'm saying a good wrong answer would be 20th. Like him saying 25th is just like he doesn't even know what the term century means. This is AI, bro. This is not AI.
How many wheels does a tricycle have?
3.
What? How many wheels does a tricycle have? 11.
What?
Plus 2.
Say again.
What's 2 plus 2?
Oh, it's not easy.
They got to be telling this motherfucker to say this, bro. There's no way.
The philosophy.
Yeah.
The philosophy of what's 2 plus 2.
Sometimes it's 5.
How?
There is nothing more awkward than dating a girl that has the same name as your sister. Now every time we try to have sex, all I can think about is my new girlfriend.
Ooh, I got a fart. Ooh, let's see if we can
prove it. Prove it.
What the hell is that?
Dude, you're fucking white, bro. What the hell did you eat?
Sounded like a swamp bubble.
No, actually, no, my God, that's such an accurate description of that sound.
You just told me this, bro. You out of line.
Got this though.
Sorry.
You treat me like shit.
Oh, get away from me, mate. I'm fucking serious.
Смотрите, что за маленькое чудо стоит. Алис, постой тут, хорошо? Я сейчас приду, я тебя сейчас за коляской схожу. Постой тут. Смотри, не упади.
Are they not? The fuck was that? Is that a real person?
Алис, постой тут, хорошо?
Yo, why is she wearing shoes that are like size 12?
Я сейчас приду, я тебя сейчас за коляской схожу. Постой тут. Смотри, не упади.
That's not a little person, chat. That's like an that's not a real person.
I knew it.
Oh,
I knowed I made a good choice.
In what?
My best friend.
Milk on the roof.
It's peaceful. Kirkland milk.
You've got milk up there.
Milk on the roof.
You got milk on your roof.
You have milk on your roof.
Milk on the roof.
A gallon of milk on your roof.
Milk on the
You
roof.
have milk on your roof.
That is the dumbest shit ever. That is the dumb. I don't care if that's a laugh, bro. That is the dumbest shit ever. That was 3. That was 3. That was not 4. That was 3. Bro, what the fuck?
Milk on the roof. Milk on the roof.
After this, after I just want to see the rest of the video.
Milk on the roof.
The response, dude, this counts as one laugh on one video. The response, bro, that's one laugh. That counts as one. The response that he has, milk on a roof, and they're just like dumbfounded.
Milk on top of your roof.
Wow, that's like there's so many people telling him.
You got a jug of milk on your roof.
Milk on the roof.
Milk's on top of your car.
Milk on the car.
On top of your car. Your milk is on top of your car.
Milk on the roof.
Yeah.
That is the dumbest video ever. Ah, well, This is 3. The line's 6 for me to jump on a wall of mousetraps. Peep the shot glass. That's my thing. I buy a shot glass from every place I go. Oh. Pretty cool skill. Oh, fuck. Is this like a weapon? Why did he just do it like that?
Do you think we should start building now or not? Start building now. Check. Hi guys, don't ever turn our thing up.
Bro, one of the funniest Jinxie clips I've seen recently, if somebody has it, I would actually watch that right now, is the clip where he's in a game of Rainbow and a guy on the team is like, yo, are you Jinxie? And some dude just chirps up and he's like, yeah, I get that a lot, but like, actually, it's not me. I know it sounds like me.
Hi guys, can you turn our mic on, bro? Can you turn it on? Oh my, what is he doing to us, bro? Jinxie, what is he doing to us? Hi guys, if you touch my mic one more fucking time, it's gonna be a problem. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
The biggest thing I've been seeing recently is like the LARPing YouTube accounts. Like, have you seen like LARPaplier, LARPbuscus, like LARPin Sparkles or whatever? Like, there's a bunch of them where it's like just accounts where they act like the old YouTuber LARPD. Bro, you see Sunday's like a fucking house flipper now. You see that shit? He's still, bro, I was talking about this the other day. Like, there's different categories of YouTubers. And there's YouTubers that, like, age with their audience. And I think I've aged with my audience, right? But then there's YouTubers that just make the same maturity of content repetitively. And their audience leaves, and then new people come in. So Sunday makes, like, kid content now. Like, he makes the same style of videos that I used to watch him make when I was, like, 10. But he just does, like, Among Us and stuff now. But I see TikToks of him. Bro, he's like a house flipper. He is like an account where he's like, yeah, so like somebody pissed all over the carpet, so now we got to clean it all up before we sell it. We got to rip the carpet up. Your girlfriend's on the phone ordering pizza and says, yes, the pizza has an alcohol problem. What? Oh, where people will call, like, if they're being held, like, kidnapped. Use the volume button so you generally just look at your reflection in the screen and reflect on your actions. LARPing 101.
Go look at your paycheck. It's not at least 100 grand a month. You got work to do.
If it's not at least 100K a month, if you're not making $1.2 million a year, you gotta be doing work. I hate those like alpha male groups. You could make a video on just this guy alone. The dudes that like smoke cigars on a hoverboard and just scream at like insecure men that they need to get rich, and for some reason these guys are paying them thinking it'll work. Any guy that sells a finance course on fucking social media, bro, ugh, there's like maybe 2 or 3 of them that are successful. Keep in mind, most of these guys that sell these finance courses and show their Bugattis and their fucking McLarens and whatever weird cars they own and the rich houses they have, all of it's LARPing, and they LARP to a degree that you actually believe them. Then you buy their course, they actually get rich, and then they LARP more. Like, that's the method. So half of these guys are actually just fucking broke. Or they're Nepo babies acting like their parents' money is their money. I was talking to some, I can't name them because then it'll call these guys out. And then it'll start drama. A lot of these guys that'll be like, I went from being broke, I was working day-to-day jobs, and now I live in this mansion. The clips of them working like carpentry jobs is doing handyman work for their dad for like money. And now I live in this mansion, it's their dad's house. They're not rich. They still live at home with their parents. They have a car their parents bought them. That's nice. And they act like they're rich and sell courses to people. They're like LA kids. And they sell these courses to like other people. And most of the time these guys fail, right? There's like 100 guys doing this. And they all fucking fail. Except 2 of them. And those 2 guys are like world-renowned finance gurus. I got rich day trading. I know this. No, they know a little bit about the stock market, and they're pretty good at crypto. But most of the money they've made, say they have fucking $40 million